Hey everybody, sorry I'm a little late here. Mariah's got a new haircut, and I spent several hours thinking a stranger had broke in and tried to abduct our kids, so running a little bit behind. What's up? Was right about this place. Oh no, what'd she say? I didn't actually see that. What you think? I saw people saying, Snooks, why don't you answer CBC to his face? But she dipped. The only comment I saw from her was, I apologize to you and Eli, Josh. That was it. Around the corner, straight runner. Just you wait. Phil will be selling them through a gold-backed Q-Phone IRA for futures. And then when they release, they'll all go up to $50,000 a piece. But the shares right now are valued at $28, but you can pay $350 for them. Valued at $28, you can pay $350 for them. But when the phones finally come out, they'll be worth $50,000 a piece. So, bada bing. I never knew people could get so triggered because I refused to chat and just emote. All their comments, they've been having a little meltdown over there. And then Wobbin went over there and made him admit that no one's done as much to expose Phil. I have. Sounds like a great stocking stuffer. That was my nickname in high school. The great stocking stuffer, Charlie Brown. The great stocking stuffer, picking them down. Fucking Snooks. Yeah, I didn't see what I got there late, Josh, but I didn't see what she said. I heard everybody's favorite internet girlfriend was upset. How do you get me an internet girlfriend? She goes to a different school. You wouldn't know her. When I was a freshman in high school, I actually did date a girl from a different school, but I didn't tell anybody because I figured that would be like, oh yeah, sure you do. Her name was Steven. Well, looks like we're out of intro music there, folks. You know what that means. Thank you guys for coming. We'll see you on the next one.
Hey Daddies, it's me, the Linda Binda from TikTok. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to thank you for watching Cold Beer Confessionals with Will Bird. I think that's just incredible. I've watched a few episodes and I'm just like very intrigued. But you know what I'm most intrigued in is Big Daddy's meat stick. I heard that it's very thick, like a good old German sausage. You know, Linda and her coochie loves that. Oh, never mind. Let's not go there. Anyways, I hope you have a good show and enjoy it as you can. There's a lot of weird things that go on, especially when it comes from the realm of Linda Bindaland. So, enjoy the show. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Will Bird. This is the Cold Beer Confessional. Thank you guys for joining us on the verge of the holidays. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know everybody's busy this time of the year. Got a lot going on. We got some stuff to cover. Josh mentioned hypocrisy, which I thought was funny because last night we had Melissa tuning in, telling everybody that I had a tiny penis syndrome. Then when someone responded to her, she said, I can't believe you guys are acting like children, name calling. Then someone said, stop playing the victim. She said, I'll never be the victim. Never, never be the victim. Then she responded back with, this is too much for my health. I got to go. This is, what'd she say? I'm out. My health can't handle all this dumb shit. That's why I stayed away before. If Will Bird and Murbird could have a civil adult conversation, my DMs are open. Y'all need to grow up and realize there's more important things in life than fighting on a stupid app. But her leadoff post was this. No, we're not going to act childish. We're not going to do it. We're going to be adults here. Okay, I'm not in middle school. Her leadoff post was, well, I have a little something to say to Mr. Bird, at Will Bird. I heard about your show last night, how you spent all that time making fun of someone who has Down syndrome, which was actually not accurate. Let me tell you something right now, you self-righteous little prick. I mean that literally and figuratively. People who have Down syndrome have more integrity and decency and pure goodness than you could ever wish to have. I know because my daughter has it. And let me tell you something. This girl could teach the world about love and peace. There isn't a hateful bone in her body. She loves everyone equally and would even love a person like you who sees no value in people like her. Maybe you should learn a little bit about them before you decide to do a show like you did last night, try to get laughs at the expense of another. How your wife can sit there and listen to you spew that garbage beyond me. I've seen a video where she cried in the car after an outing with your child. How disgusting of both of you. But I wouldn't expect any less out of someone who suffers from little dick syndrome like you do, and a wife who apparently thinks you're funny. Miss, this is the wrong form of you are. And anyone who watched that show last night and thought it was funny, you are just as bad. You don't deserve to even have a show with the garbage you spew. While also saying, what is this, middle school? Out here calling people's names, making fun of people for their looks or their weight or their profile picture. Grow up. Grow up, guys. Time we grow up. Has Phildo been with a man? Check yes or no. Yes or yes. Queen. Thank you very much for the resubscription over on Twitch. I appreciate it. We're on Twitch, Rumble. We're on Twitch, Rumble, and Facebook. The replay will be up on YouTube. I forgot to go turn on the monetization for it. I am not the free speech advocate that Eli is. He could actually be making several. I'm talking several, probably 2 digits worth of cents a year. We might even pass 50 cents this year on Eli's channel, but he turns it all away to be the free speech bastion that he is.
I was like a ninja.
That's right. That's right, Eli. Tell them to keep their fucking 48 cents. 48.7 cents. Jesus Christ. I'm tired of it too. Like a ninja. Let's see. We got a couple things to go over. So, first of all, has Phildo ever been with a man? Yes or yes? Both. So that was good. We had a couple more things. Let me see if I can find them. Amanda Q Decode still having a fucking meltdown. All her kids are gone. Her kid, I think she only has one, Remy. But she looks crazier and crazier and crazier. So I found this. First of all, I wanna preempt this. We typically watch cop videos, right? Uh-oh.
Gypsy Daisy 123 just gifted 1 subs.
Thank you very much for the gifted sub. Appreciate that. Josh, you don't have a Twitch account? If you come over here, somebody will gift you a sub. But I know you're watching on Rumble. That's fine too. Anyways, there is we typically watch police videos, and they're actual police videos. They're actual cops, right? They're body cams. There's also this genre of content that is like fake cops. So you guys remember the Patty Mayo? He was like, at first he was a fake bail bond agent. And he's the one that's like that famous video, viral video where he's like, my safe word's pineapple, officer. You know what I'm talking about? He's chasing that guy around the parking lot. Those are all fake, right? He pays actors to appear in his videos. They're funny. They're catchy. They get people going, and they go viral sometimes. But they're fake. His name is Patty Mayo. Well, after that, he kind of got exposed by some bigger channels that looked into it and is like, hey, this is fake. And I guess I never thought it was real, but I guess there was a group of people that didn't know. Maybe they were young or something. And when they were exposed by bigger channels, they kind of left. So now what he's done is he's bought a giant piece of property that has some houses and some trailers and stuff on it from his YouTube earnings. And now he's not even playing bail bonds. He plays fake sheriff. Like he shows up with like sheriff stuff, and he's got an old retired police car and all that shit. And he pretends to be the county sheriff. But you can even look him up. If you just Google his name, there's been like a bunch of complaints. There's been like a bunch of complaints to the sheriff's department and neighbors because obviously he's not an actual officer. It says YouTuber Patty Mayo. This is from Oregon State Sheriff's Association. YouTuber Patty Mayo is not affiliated with the Oregon Sheriff's offices. We are aware of the YouTuber Patty Mayo and his activities in Deschutes County. Mr. Mayo is not a member of law enforcement nor affiliated in any way with any sheriff's office in Oregon. He is an actor, and the uniform he wears is a costume. Additionally, every person featured in his video are part of his production crew or are paid actors and actresses. Deschutes County. This isn't the only channel. There's just a bunch of channels that do this. I was watching one the other day where this guy claims that he claims he's a cop, but he can't record that. But second shift, he works as like this security guard, like in this ghetto housing project thing. But he still has the power of a cop, and he's always pulling over this same black lady that deals drugs. She ain't got no teeth and shit. I don't know. It's kind of like a soap opera. I mean, it's as real as wrestling, I guess. Paid actors, the Deschutes County Sheriff's Office has met with Mr. Mayo and advised him that filming his videos in public locations cannot continue without proper security permits. So if he wants to film a video, this is why he bought the big piece of property, right? But if he wants to film it in public anymore, which is what he used to do, parking lots, gas stations, he used to just set up and film. Now he would have to block off, set up, like he would have to put tape up, block it off, have security there, have signs posted. We're recording. This isn't real. Because when you start fucking around, if you're recording, if you start fucking around, you can still get impersonating a police officer, right? Especially if you're filming at the gas station parking lot, somebody comes up to the gas station. What are you going to do when it looks like you're getting your ass kicked and some fucking concealed carry holder pulls a gun and shoots the actor who's supposed to be kicking your ass? So they have to have security. They have to have it labeled. They have to, or Or what he actually did was he left the public. Now, his neighbors have been complaining, but he left the public. What's up, Rudy? Good to see you. Mr. Mayo advised him that filming his videos in public locations cannot continue without proper security permits if needed and road closures. So roads closed. Deschutes County Sheriff's Office has also expressed their concern and strongly encouraged him and other actors not to be in public locations in their costumes. Oregon law is specific in what constitutes impersonating a police officer, and making YouTube videos with paid actors does not violate that law. The Oregon, if he tried to pull over real people, or if he tried to enforce something on real people, that would be the impersonation part. The video does not violate. The Oregon State Sheriff's Office and Deschutes County, he used to be like in LA or somewhere in California. And Deschutes County Sheriff's Office will continue to review and monitor his activities in Deschutes County for compliance. So this guy isn't real, right? This is the Patty Mayo guy. But he went from just a guy who I think was maybe doing bail bonds, but maybe there was something to do with like privacy or whatever. He couldn't record it. And then he went to like, because it seemed like his very, very early videos, it seemed like he was really into bail bonds, the equipment that he carried, and he was just like an honest guy doing reviews. Then when he started seeing what actually did well on YouTube, he was either hiring actors, or he was either hiring actors or getting his buddies to do it at first till it started taking off. And he's made a lot of money off of it, I'm sure. Now he's gone to where they play the police. But even though I said all this to tell you it's fake, sometimes their videos are pretty funny. And I think a lot of them are mistakes. So check this one out. This is... We always catch criminals off guard. This is part 1. Some of these are pretty funny. I don't think they're planning all this. Check this out. Maybe. Here we go. Dead air. Dead air, boys. Refresh it. There we go. So this is how this video starts off. That dude fucking cracks him with that door. Cracks him, bro.
Open that door. Now you f***ed up. Now you f***ed up. Open the door. You f***ed him up. It's locked up again.
I told the friend, let me know if he wants to film in North Florida. Lamau, we'll see. It's actually a good payout. For real. South Florida, who helps Patty Mayo to find places, people who... Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I mean, he makes a lot of money off of it. I think he's purchased his own the property that there was like this like tabloid about like YouTubers and shit. Like a lot of it's fake, a lot of it's hype or whatever. But the property records they showed he purchased this huge plot of land that had probably 10 houses on it, plus a fucking trailer park and some type of commercial, like former grocery store or something. He purchased this whole tract of land, and I guess that was going to be his new studio. Uh-oh. 700 bits from Lullaby. Thank you very much for the bits. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. Isn't 700 supposed to do something? What's it supposed to do? Oh, no, it's not connected. Hold on. I'll fix it. My token has expired because I'm an idiot. Link streamer account, yes. Uh-oh, get that off the screen. All my emails and stuff. I'll fix it. Thank you. The token expires every 30 days. It's just something I should probably stay on top of, but I don't. It's connecting now. You have to give it a minute to connect up. There it goes. Then I can use the Leon board. I don't ever use this, but I can right now. What it was 700 bits, so I can go to Twitch triggers, and I can go to... Oh, I've never done this before. Show options. What was the username? Lullabell68. Lullabell68. And then I can do 700 bits. 700 bits. And let's see what happens. Does this work? What was your message with it? Did you have a message with it? No message.
and it tells you laws and orders, because we're a nation of law and order. Oh, all of a sudden, oh man, this guy, look at this guy. Oh, and look at him, he's all upset today. Not upset. Shoot, I sleep like a baby every night.
I did, and you're not the only person who sent it to me. That was we'll show it in a minute. That was a good video. Yeah, Josh, I saw that. We watched it in the mall food court. He was like a delivery driver or whatever, and they were just kind of looking at him, and they said something about his pee or something like that. Did you say pee or are you talking about? I can't remember what the fuck it was. Something stupid. And he walks away for a second, then he's like, "Fuck it," and pulls out a gun and just starts blasting motherfuckers and walked. All right, here we go. Damn.
Open it. No. Let me see. Oh, open that door. Now you up. Now you up. Open the door.
Now you fucked up.
It's locked up again. Are you okay, T? It's locked. Yeah, he's bleeding.
Now you fucked. That's Patty Mayo right there on the far left of the screen. Not this Samoan, whatever, mullet guy. Patty Mayo's the one with the hat on there.
Hold on. Trevor's locked. Open it up with the axe. Let me see that. No.
He even bought a dog that he brings out for some of the videos, like a German Shepherd. He brings out for some of the videos.
He's dizzy right now. You dizzy? He's dizzy. You look back up if you're dizzy.
He's dizzy. He's dizzy right now.
Back up for a minute. Back up.
Bro, he's dizzy. I don't know what the fuck this door is made out of. Unobtainium. Whatever they use in Wakanda.
You just got another charge, bro. You made my partner bleed. Now you got problems.
Josh, there was this other YouTuber that I guess was apparently riding around plotting murders with his buddy while they picked up hitchhikers. I don't know if you have to see that. So you gotta be careful who you try prank. We ended in no time, but here we go.
Watch out, the same thing that happened to you.
No, it won't. Same thing. Oh, it happened. God damn it! Watch out. Same thing will happen to you. Nah.
Use the flat face. Yep. Chop down on the block.
That's the chisel, not the flat face. Oh, he's out. His butt crack showing. He's got fucking plumber ass, and he's done. He's gassed.
Turn the door.
Yeah, we're good.
Relax.
God damn it. Is this guy going to come up and get hit again?
Calm down, dude. Okay, watch that way.
Okay, part 2. Got to do it. Got to see if original guy gets hit again. Got to see it. Can't help it. Here we go, part 2. Damn it, I don't know why it does that and freezes.
Is this something you guys
Hold on, I'm trying to get to.
Like, do you want them?
That's part 1. Damn, got him.
He's right there.
Keep an eye on him. Don't let him hit our guy. He's going to hit our guy again. Keep an eye on him. They're trying to beat I lockpick a little bit. It's just something that I have fun doing, just playing around. Actually, I got a lock setting right here that I was fucking with earlier. This is not the way to do it. Like, especially if you beat the front of it off. Like the bolt and shit's still in there. The catch, the bolt, the catch on the doorknob, the bolt on the deadbolt. Why are they lining up lasers for his axe? Like right here, bro. Right here where this laser's at. It's where you want to hit. Take it, bro.
Huh?
Take a break.
Hey, Stan. Your door's fucked up.
I can't believe people didn't question like the way he talks to the people or the way he sets people up or like how crazy the guy he chased around the parking lot for an hour. It's like, my safe word's pineapple, Mr. Officer. Didn't think it was bullshit. Oh God. Get hit with that door.
Huh? Right.
I wonder if he's affiliated with SAG.
But now you're out of shit. I think she's feeling the pepper. Probably wafted over.
Yeah, I think she's doing the pepper. Baby powder. He says the pepper gun, but and they could be doing pepper gun, but man, get upwind of that shit and you're going to be coughing and shit's going to be running out of your nose. It's not very good for the camera. It's probably talc powder.
Ready? Yep.
Okay, that one's over. More Patty Mayo. Let's get all the glass. They'll never hear us coming.
All right. John, we got a warrant. Make yourself known. John. John, come out. We got a warrant. Make yourself known. John, make yourself known. We got a warrant. Come out with your hands up.
Watch your back. Hang on. Stay right there.
John, come out with your hands up.
Don't you take another step.
Back room's clear.
John, come out with your hands up.
Which door?
Back room's
We're
clear.
coming in if you're not coming out.
Which door?
What's he doing in there?
Yeah, it's further in. Want to clear
He's probably with a dolphin hybrid lady.
this first?
Clear, good.
Okay.
Come out with your hands up, John. We're not going away.
Bathroom clear.
Bathroom safe, sir.
All right, which one is it, right or left?
Come back here. You peeked in that window.
Ask him.
That one's clear, so it's got to be this one. Okay.
John, come out with your hands up. We're not going away. We got a warrant for your arrest.
Listen, buddy, I'm not coming out. You're not coming in.
What's wrong, John? You want to talk about it?
I think we talk, man. I am not f***ing around.
Okay, John, we're not going away, brother. We have a warrant for your arrest. We got to talk about your bond. It's the only way you're going to get back out of jail. All you got is a warrant for failure to appear. All you got is a bench warrant for failure to appear. You got a new court date, you get back out. Simple.
I mean, yeah, they're running around playing army man, but he makes a lot of money doing it. People believe it for some reason.
The bench.
John, you need to come out.
I swear to God, if you even scratch my walls, you're paying for this shit.
John, who's in there with you?
Me, myself, and I.
Okay, well, I heard two people at that front door, so I need to know who's in there with you.
It's my imaginary friend.
Okay, John.
So there's somebody else in this fucking house.
Yeah. You cleared that, right? You cleared it?
Yeah. Hang on here. I think that's the glass on here. No, we haven't gone this way.
Let's
You want
clear
to leave
this.
him clear this? Okay, cool.
I'll get your six.
Cool, thank you.
I'll get your 6, bro. Oh, closet's clear, sir.
Pat?
Yeah.
I got a door to a garage.
Pat,
You want to stay there? I'm going to clear this.
Clear.
Okay.
clear. Clear, clear. Clear, clear, clear.
Ready?
Yep.
And now we got to know
I
what's
think
in
this is
there.
going to end, John.
I can't stop watching it.
Who else is in the room with you, John?
So he has to pay them to appear. He has to pay to replace their door and shit. I guess he's just at people's houses. I don't know.
Just you? I don't want to.
This is exactly how the military teaches you to clear a house.
I don't want to destroy your house, John. If we come in that room, you could get
You even have to yell at a guy named John while you do it.
hurt. I need you to
Weird.
think about what you're doing and come out of that room with your hands up. John, why don't you open that door and let me see you?
Papa's doing mushrooms tonight, by the way. In case you guys are
Just
wondering.
open the door and let me see you.
On a little bit of fast. Gonna eat some grammage.
Do you have any weapons in there with you, John?
Might even
What do you got with you?
get little Plumper out and eat him. Oh, don't tell people I like this video, damn it.
Don't worry about it. We'll find out. You know what we gotta do.
Hey, Pat. There's a garage in there, and there's an attic space with a ladder underneath it, and the panel is pushed out. I closed the door, and I locked it. So once we secure this guy, we're gonna have to go back up there. Okay, so how do you want to get in? How do you want to get in here? Because we got to deal with him first.
John, if you don't open that door, we're coming in.
I told you, man.
Just a cook, just a cook.
My door.
John, it's not an option. We're coming through that door one way or the other.
You're already glad you want.
Mariah's not consuming. We're gonna do it again together on Christmas Day probably because we all of our family stuff is on Christmas Eve this year. We got one at 12, one at 3, and one at 7. Christmas Day we don't have a whole lot except the campground stuff. But she probably will be touching my penis a lot.
Door. You don't want to lose any more, buddy.
Plumper's mine. Why are you all so possessive all the time?
John, you don't need to make this worse for yourself, brother. This is just
Dude,
a bench
make
warrant.
something happen.
You're being
Was that just y'all are in there in bulletproof vests? Some blonde chick just walks by with a camera rig.
brother.
Like, excuse me,
This
guys.
is just a bench warrant. Your behavior is going to result in a new charge.
You touch this door.
Your behavior.
Not when I'm coming. Like, I like to be alone until I hit like my peak because that's when I have all the vivid visuals and thoughts and whatever. Sometimes I'll even eat, even though it probably reduces how high I get. But I just like to be by myself and quiet. Everybody's asleep, whatever. But then when I'm coming back down, I like to be touched by random people. I just walk around and ask people if they'll touch me.
John is going to result in a new charge.
My behavior.
I'm going to go for this door.
I've got the warrant now.
Here we go. Nobody in there, John boy.
Touch the door.
door.
Don't touch the door. He's got it wired with
John,
240.
with your hands up, or we're gonna come in.
I told you.
I don't even think Gilligan messes with me. It's just naturally creepy when he does it.
I'll stab you.
I'll fucking stab you, he says. Captain stabbing. That was a weird stack. What, you guys just switch places?
Okay.
My honey hasn't arrived yet either, Etsuko. Did you order me some? A gallon? Maybe enough to stick my head in on the show? I didn't think so. So I guess mine's not coming either.
How do you think this is gonna end, John?
One more.
Yep.
Get on the ground!
Oh, he was just chilling.
Get
He's
on the
chilling.
ground! That's not our guy. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Where's John? Get on the ground!
He's got a pop wrench, and that's not John.
Get on the ground!
Sorry.
Good God. Twist his dick! The old dick twister. Oh my gosh.
He's got a knife, Pat. They got hands.
Instead of helping secure him, the guy has a pocket knife in his pocket, and this guy's trying to fucking jerk him off and get it out of there. Instead of helping just secure, if he's handcuffed, he can't get that knife. No way, he's fucking retard.
They got hands. You're gonna get tased. You're gonna get tased.
I've had to go ahead and zip tie people that had a fucking gun on them, because if you get their hands, you worry about it. I'm not going to go fucking searching down your fucking man dress to find your pistol. Oh, see, Josh.
Taser.
Thank you, brother. Thanks for coming by.
Hit me. It's rounding out. All right, turn over. You're gonna get it again. You're gonna get it again.
Patty Mayo says, you're hitting me.
I got cuss.
It's weird he's got a microphone on. Should that have been one of these people's clues who thinks this is real? Isn't it weird that he's got a mic on already? Or no? Is that how all criminals are running? There's a cable and some gaff tape or something.
I got cuss.
That's weird.
I got him. Shit. Where's John? Where is he? I don't know.
Who's got the carrot?
Another voice. Where is he? I don't know.
He's in the roof, of course. They already set that
You
up
okay?
for us.
Keep on the ground. Yeah. What's that? Oh, I got him.
There's one more that's funny I want to
in
show
the
you in a
house.
second.
All you had to say is I'm not the guy. Why are you trying to fight us? Huh? Why are you trying to fight?
Because you're in my house.
You got a warrant or something? What?
You're in my f***ing house.
Where's John at?
I don't know.
He's here.
Sounds like you know more than I do.
So wasn't even the right guy.
Wasn't open. We went around back. Yeah, that's right.
He went out the window. While the only 2 cops and 14 cameramen were inside, he went out the back window.
Let me out.
Pat. Yeah. Want me to go out there? What do you want to do with him? Want me to stay with him?
Throw him.
This should be something. We got scissors, knives. This guy's.
What's
Where's
up,
your other
Dan?
knife?
Long time no
I saw
see,
two
buddy.
knives. Where's your other knife? Where's that pair of scissors? Here. Huh? Cover me out here. Just cover me. Cover me out there. Yeah, let me get my taser pack. Hang on. Through the cartridge. How do you think this is gonna?
Oh shit! It skipped right there at the end. Hold on.
How do you think this is gonna end?
TikTok's being weird today. Watch anyways. We were right at the end anyways. Let me go back to it.
You took off, man.
Yeah, where'd he take off to?
I don't know. We ran.
Where'd he go, mother?
I hid in the fucking bathtub. I
Where'd he go, motherfucker? I don't know. I was in the bathtub.
didn't see you.
Did he go out that window? Yeah. Cover me out there. Cover me out there. Come on.
Pepper balls are good. If you can hit somebody in the chest area, I mean, you're not supposed to shoot people in the face, and they will draw blood sometimes. But if you can hit somebody in the chest area, it puts it right in their fucking face, and it's not as intense as like CS gas, but it's not good either.
Cover on the window or the door? Cover my hall. Cover the hallway. You got it. Towards the garage. Yeah.
Okay, drag.
You got it. Go. Oh, you want to come in here? Yep.
Okay.
Get
Drag him to a different bedroom. That'll make it better. Take him from one bedroom to a different bedroom. There you go. Living the dream, Dan.
Cover me. Got you. I got you. Watch that window
Big
too.
bad Dan.
I'm good. I'm not resisting.
Is there enough room down there? Cuff him to the bed or something?
Cuff him to the bed. What? This took a. Is you sure this isn't the hub? I just walked in and my stepsister was had it all the way inside her, vibrating and handcuffed and shackled to the bed. She was expecting our dad, but I showed up first.
Son of a bitch.
I want to know where John's at. And there's one more I want to show you from this group.
Ready?
Oh, in the shed.
John, you're inside. This is your hand. Dog.
Dog. Closing. Closing. You got it?
Dog.
Yeah. Clear.
See, that's not realistic either. If they were actually agents for some type of police force, they'd have shot that dog on sight.
All right. Cool. Okay.
God damn, where are they going now?
I don't think he came up there. Hey, Pat? Yeah? All this dust here? Yeah? Hasn't moved. There's no handprints. There's no shoe prints.
Oh, okay.
All this dust is...
Old school detective work.
It's all good. He thought about coming out here. Maybe he thought about it, but he didn't. All right, let's go check the other area.
I wouldn't be surprised if Phil came out of the closet. I don't know if it'd be in this video, but he'd probably come out of the closet. God damn, there's too many parts to this, but it's kind of addictive, right?
See up here.
John, bail bonds, we got a warrant. We know you're...
They said they heard two voices when they first showed up. God damn it. They're going to have to go attic crawling to kill John.
I got it. You got me?
I'm not shoot you in the head.
Yeah, don't shoot me.
I might shoot you in the head.
John, bail bonds, come out with your hands up.
No way.
Pat, this is a huge attic. Yeah? Yeah. Right up there.
Hope they get sealed in the attic.
Yeah.
He locks them in.
Cover me. Come on up. You with me? Yeah. No, it's clear. It's clear? It's clear. Where the fuck is he?
It's covered in insulation. Right there.
Took it down the street where,
Where's that room with the two sliding doors?
Well, there's
we didn't get in there. Is that like a separate?
It might be.
Oh, there's an extra room.
Jesus.
Yeah.
There's an extra room they can't find.
Shitty.
It's behind a fake wall. God damn it, where's John at?
You got me.
What are they beating that guy again for?
Pick the bed up. Yeah. Okay. Son of a bitch. Good
Yeah,
timing.
bolted down, dang it.
Good timing.
Hey, that's the door that's going to go to the other sliding door, I bet you.
You're probably right.
They skip a part?
Son of a bitch.
All right, let's go back to part 6. I don't know what happened. They're beating up not John again.
Oh, yeah.
He must have been making a run for it.
Right.
Okay. Well,
Oh, they're gonna handcuff him to a pole in his house. Perfect.
reach around. Yeah. Got it?
Got it.
Yeah, I don't want to get it.
I can't believe people get fooled by this. Another room.
No. There's only one other
Secret escape
one other spot.
hatch.
You could be hiding. I bet you stack.
Huh?
You could be hiding under that dog. Under that dog bed.
He could be hiding under the dog. He could be hiding under the dog. That's true.
Shut out that window and bolted it.
I just the
Dogs sometimes act like cats and try to slip on your face.
Wonder.
No, it's a total to the floor mattress.
Move the dog bed.
Oh wait, Pat.
Move it. Oh, right there. Hatch, baby.
Go ahead. You want me to do it?
It's hatch 30. Let's see where John's at. This is just too intense. Have you ever seen a real cop video like body cam of this? It's too much.
You can drink that super well afterwards.
They're gonna bring in a fumigator
Underneath that dog.
and pump the underneath full of some type of pesticide. Drive him out.
You think the dog would sit there? You think the dog would sit there while he's underneath?
This is dog.
The dog's sitting on the couch while he's underneath the couch.
Hi, baby. Oh, good morning.
They're so confused. They just run. The guy could have left 30 times by now. I thought you said maybe he's hiding in the carpal tunnel. Cartel tunnel.
He's on the roof.
You checking this thing?
I looked in there and I went by.
He's in a treehouse. He's in a treehouse. God damn it, John.
He's on the roof or something stupid, is he?
How did he get up there?
I mean, that sounds like a setup.
At this point, I'm wondering where he would go.
Where did he go when you were in this room with him?
I don't know, maybe he jumped on your guys' tricycle and rode on out.
Front door's locked from the inside.
What is going on?
Hide underneath the house?
There's that one entrance in the bedroom.
Listen, we checked it through the glass. We would have heard.
Yeah, we would have heard the gate on the side.
He has to be in the house. Has to be in the house.
He had himself drywalled into one of the walls.
Is there like a fridge or a no?
I hear something running.
Is he in the wall? No.
That guy said, is he in the fucking washer? No. I get it now. That was stupid. Is he in the washer?
We could gas him out. We haven't done that.
Let's gas him out.
You gas him.
We could gas him out.
The only thing we could do. You gas him.
We could gas him
We
out.
could gas him out.
We could blow up his house.
We haven't done that.
No house to hide in, right?
Anything under there?
No.
You want to gas him out?
Gas
He's
him
there for
out.
homeboy.
I
Think
told
about it.
you.
Think about it.
Calling the exterminator.
Do we have enough gas for this if we close all the doors?
Stuck in the
No,
dryer
we
step,
can
bro.
gas.
I was just getting my G-strings. I did a whole load of my G-strings. And now my wrist is caught in the lint trap. Mariah tries pulling that shit all the time here.
Your phone?
Oh,
Who's this? Did you hear that? Do you have a phone? Do you have a phone?
so they could have just called him and his phone would have vibrated?
Where did he go when you were in this room?
God damn it, John. You don't know Do Not Disturb, motherfucker? He's in the desk drawer. No, that's stupid. Sorry, that was like the dryer.
Someone was recording.
It was open line?
Someone was recording, but you.
Was it an open line?
Talk about OPSEC.
They're recording.
Video or audio?
Video.
That just gives you another angle, Patty.
Bathroom. I'm gonna check the bathroom.
I checked the bathroom. Nowhere for him to go.
Oh, you did?
He's got to be.
He's either under or over.
This is the easiest place to hide.
Okay, we're going tunnel
Places are
rat
pulled up.
style.
You know, over there,
You're gonna go in there with the body armor? You're gonna get stuck.
I'm not gonna get stuck.
You wanna stay up here with homeboy? Go? Okay. I'll stay up here with homeboy.
No, dude, he's not going anywhere, bro.
You want to gas down there? That we could gas down there and up.
Yeah, use propane
We'll flush him out.
or natural gas.
I don't want it to.
And a sparkler.
Down here. I want to catch anything. You feel me?
Yeah.
Hey, don't want to get mold.
What is that?
That's foam.
Catch any mold related disease.
John, see your fucking hands. He's right here, Zach.
No.
He's right fucking here. See his boot.
Okay.
Let me see your fucking hands.
Shit.
Let me see your fucking hands, mother.
I hope it's a
Taser?
possum wearing a boot.
John, do not move anything but your hands.
Let me see your fucking hands. Stop
God
moving.
damn it.
Stop moving. Give me a taser.
Human
You got it.
centipede. Get out of there.
Stop moving. Stop moving. Stop moving. Stop moving. Put your hands out. Put your hands out.
Look at from
Don't fucking move. Stay right there. Don't move.
Got him.
Move, motherfucker.
About fucking time.
Taser on your back. If you pull any I will turn it on, okay? You understand? John, you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Pat, we got a piece of wood in there.
Come on, big boy. Let me help you stand up here.
Pat, we got a piece of wood in the way. They smelled his fart. They could be it.
Here, Pat, just hand him.
Come over here, Sim.
Here, hang on,
forward. I'm gonna help
you
you
got all
scoot
sorts of crap in the way. Come here.
Another very simple and successful bail bond recovery warrant. I'm sorry.
Okay, stand
We're
up.
sheriffs now.
Stand up. Put a knee. Just a knee. There you go.
Look how dirty he is.
Just go straight to the ground. Stay right there. I got him, Pat. I got him. Get yourself out of there and get his phone and anything. Okay, still there?
Yep.
I got him, Pat.
Unbelievable.
Pat, I got John.
You guys sound exhausted. What's wrong?
I'm looking all over for you. Hide and seek captain.
The guy says, you sound exhausted. What's wrong? How fucking stupid.
Holy shit. Okay.
They saw his erection cast in a shadow, and they're like, that erection cast in that shadow says it's 12 o'clock, but it's only 11:30.
I did.
Something's up.
I didn't do his legs up.
He's a human sundial.
Well, let's get him out from underneath there. Let's sit him up and turn him over. It's making a mess, John. John didn't do anything.
I moved.
We could have just lived on there forever.
So you know why we're here?
Yeah, I know.
So you get a warrant for failure to appear. The bond's been revoked for bench warrant.
You know why we're here? We'd like to tell you about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints.
Is all this really worth a bench warrant, bro? We're just racking up the fella.
All right, so we're wasting too much time. Sorry, I had to know where John went. But there was another one that made me laugh. I think it was this one. Doors too soft. Won't be a problem for us.
Oh, it's barricaded. It's definitely barricaded.
Now the big fat guy's got a ballistic shield on an interior door. They can't kick down an interior door.
He's on the other side of the door. Keep the right side.
Got it held together with rubber bands.
Hinges.
Hinges. Let me kick the hinges.
You want me to grab the sledge?
Oh. I don't think you get the power.
Chris, it's easier to come out with your heads up. Chris, you got any weapons in there? Get the out of my house.
Samoan Samity Sam.
Be here. Chris, why are you so upset? I can't go to jail for all that shit. That's fine. You're not going to be in jail for very much longer. You're going to go in, you get bonded out pretty quickly. All right.
Why the fuck do they have a ballistic shield?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not good with these doors at all. Here's Johnny. Wouldn't that be funny? It was John from the last one. Oh, he's punching back. All you did was give him a little window to watch you with. What the fuck? Fuck you guys. I'm out.
Talk to me.
You're ready.
Whenever you're ready. The guy's just holding the door now at this point.
Wait, don't do that. I already know you're doing it. Yeah.
That's his face hole, guys. Chill.
Back up. Go ahead, Darby. Take it.
What's he shoving through there? Oh, that's the way the ballistic shield works. Good job. I love these guys. They've got it figured out now.
The door holder you up there.
I can give you something waist high. Huh? I can give you a whole waist high.
I can give you one of these waist high corn dogs. Oh, the waist high corn dog company.
Kids, why the doing this? We got kids, think about them. Why the this? This is my last strike. I can't go.
Get out there. Give you a waist high.
Your last strike is just turned into a first one for you.
Special delivery just for you. Almost falls over while swinging a sledgehammer. Fucking douche. These make me laugh. We gotta move on. This one's over. This sad of them's over. The whole door, the goddamn door's gonna be disintegrated. All you gotta do is push on it. He's pushing back, guys. Come on. The whole door's gonna be disintegrated. They're just gonna be staring at each other, kicking in the air.
Light, bottom right light. Bottom right light.
That's what they wanted for the thumbnail. That guy's way too big for the shield. What's going on? Everything's exposed. We throw a stick at him when he ran by? They took his shield. God damn it, they took his shield! Thank you very much.
President one tip $20.
President Twan with a $20 tip. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm not a cat. I'm a grown-ass man. Christina, dumbest cunt in the whole America. Nobody had their cuffs out. Everybody's telling them they need to get cuffed, but no one's got their cuffs out.
Chris, relax. You wanna go uncomfortable? You wanna go difficult? Come on.
At least he's got Phil's hairstyle. You notice that right off the bat. That's a Phil if I ever saw one.
You wanna go uncomfortable? You wanna go difficult?
Look at this guy just eating his ass or whatever he's doing.
Put your hand behind your back. You can't back.
I may have jumped to the wrong conclusions, okay?
You piece of shit. No, I'm not here.
Zip ties are better. I like zip ties. Zip cuffs.
Chris, there you go. That was good. That was You had 1,000 choices and you made the wrong one. No choice.
You had 1,000 choices. You made the wrong one.
Big mother.
Yeah, no shit. No shit.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Did you take him?
Yeah.
Check his face.
You know your son?
You take his face, maybe you shoot the face.
There you go. Fake cops doing fake things. And while we're on the topic of fake cops, I've got one more that I know you guys will love. Plus, Taco Pussy Eating Tuesday with Scott Wadgels.
What's going on, everyone?
They never try the knob.
Yeah, I'm screen mirroring.
My Mariah turned my knob later after I ate these mushrooms.
This is a shoulder harness.
That's a bra. And it's built heavy duty as if you were some type of beast of burden. This is a bra built for Clydesdales.
For pew-pew. I got a fake one right here. I put it on to say one of my favorite lines from one of my favorite Bruce Willis's movies.
My favorite wine from my favorite Bruce Willis's movies. That's why I put it on. That's why I put on my bra.
Die Hard.
Die Hard.
And I will demonstrate there's different shoulder harnesses.
Different ones. Different bras. This one's called a bro. And it is in the equine section at your local feed and seed store.
And I'll explain why. But here goes that line from Die Hard, what Bruce Willis says when he takes out the bad guys. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. I mean, Bruce Willis, he's a great actor.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Do you really think you have a chance against us, Mr. Cowboy?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Oh wait. He's not wearing a shoulder harness. He's carrying a submachine gun and a bandolero, and he's on the radio. Wait a second. I don't believe it, Scott. I think you missed the mark. And you do so much research for your videos.
When he takes out the bad guys.
Well, he hadn't taken out the bad guys either. He was talking to the bad guy on the phone. Die Hard with Bruce Willis.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. I mean, Bruce Willis, he's a great actor. He is a great actor. Now, there's two different kinds.
So, let me run something by you guys. I've been pitching a new project. I've been thinking about doing live streams and talking about these projects and then getting together and doing them. Like a day in the life style documentary. Like if I could get a hold of some people that are like internet famous or internet infamous, go hang out with them for a full fucking day, record it all, ask their questions, and come back, edit it all together. And I think I'm going to ask Scott Wadgels if I can come hang out with him for a full day. A whole day in his life. A whole day in his life. Everything he does from the moment he wakes up till he goes to bed that night. It's the hard-hitting questions. Come back, verify, check them out, go back through it. And I think what I'll do is if I could get somebody to agree to it, then we'll do like a crowd fund, like the lodging and flight and stuff. I got cameras and all that shit, microphones. But like the lodging or a rental car or something and the flight, whatever it takes, crowd fund that and then start like a series with that.
A shoulder harness. There's a left-handed one and a right-handed one. I'm ambidextrous. I can use both of my hands. So.
No, legend. You missed them. You missed it. He has Down syndrome. And even though no one ever watched my video, they were told that I was making fun of a random person with Down syndrome. Now they're mad.
This is my dad's. He's letting me use it for my new kit.
That's your dad's bra?
Michael Myers character. I put on the short, yeah.
He's also ambidextrous. Did you hear that?
Ambidextrous. There's two different kinds of shoulder horns. There's a left-handed one and a right-handed one. I'm ambidextrous. I can use both of my hands.
I'm ambidextron. I'm high fructose corn syrup. I could use both my hands. I'm aspartame. I get it from Diet Coke.
So, this
damn, that was good.
He's like shoulder horns. There's a left-handed one and a right-handed one. I'm ambidextrous. I can use both of my hands. So,
I'm hoping that eventually, if the series does well, like I could put it in segments, but without, like, maybe make like 3 segments and upload that to TikTok. But it doesn't have all the info in it, right? If you want to watch the full video, you got to come to YouTube. Then do it on YouTube. I wouldn't be able to put out a lot of them, but even if I could do one like every few months, I'm hoping that if it gets big enough, then it'll just have sponsors for it. Like somebody will just want to sponsor it and say, hey, you know, well, who's your next person? We'll sponsor it or whatever.
This is my dad's. He's letting me use it for my new kit.
I'm ambidextrous. I can use both hands.
Because I'm waiting you to go to the store and it opens.
Mariah's got some big old jubblies. She's got some bras that I've literally had to stand on her chest and pull it out and get that zipper going. I mean, she really tests the mechanical limits of a zipper on some of them front zipping bras. But they're fun to play with because when you drop that motherfucking YKK zipper down to the bottom, it's like, whoop-ow! Boom. Titty heaven.
And those clasps right here.
Oh, God. It hooks into... The only reason he put on a shirt, he wasn't going to do this video with a shirt. He was live streaming while he's making this video, so he tells him, yeah, I got a shirt on. I might go to the store, wait'll.
That's how it's...
You should feel intimidated. You should feel intimidated. It's like pulling up in a fucking 747 on your forehead. And also, Atsuko flipped a penny at you. You should be intimidated. American titties.
It's under the bell. That's how it's...
Anyways, if I could get Scott to set a date, a time, we're going to meet together. I just want him to do his regular thing. And then I want like probably like an hour segment where we can sit down somewhere and I can ask him some heck questions that people want answered. I'm not going to argue with anybody. I'm not going to debate. What I'll do is I'll ask the questions that people want answered about maybe it's a scam or this or a lie or whatever. Then I'll come back and verify that information and put it in. Like I checked with the police department. I checked with the CIA. I checked with whoever. And here's the documents. And then that'll be the little docuseries. A day in the life of Almost Famous.
Stays on. And...
Do you go deaf when you go in there? I don't know about going deaf. I've been, probably the happiest I've ever been is I wear them like earmuffs sometimes. Just wear them like earmuffs. I started to suffocate in there one time. There's no air. It's just all fun bags. And just before I was about to black out, I thought, yep, this is how I want to die. But Mariah caught on and got me some air going again. But I was ready. That was it.
It's comfortable.
Yeah, different atmosphere, and I can feel the humidity rising. And for some reason the tip of my penis seems to rise. I'm a grower, and I'm not even close to a shower. Like if you saw my penis limp, you'd be like, the fuck is that? But give me Mariah's perfect fucking tits. 10 minutes later, you think it was a different person. I cannot believe how much that motherfucker grows. almost like a magic trick. Like Jane Goodall. And it seems we've taught him some form of sign language. He's over here going, water, water. Water, Scotty, water!
Yeah, it stays on. Because it's linked. Right here. I know most of y'all know about these, but some of y'all don't.
Some of y'all don't know about bras. I can unhook mine with one hand.
I'm just showing y'all for some of y'all that don't. Teaching y'all.
I have some type of, I don't know if it's breasticle related radar. I don't know what it is, but it's not even to do with bras. I can tell when Mariah's titties are out. It's like they call to me. If I am on the property and Mariah's titties come out, I can sense it. It's a disturbance. It's a disturbance in the breasts. I know it immediately. There's so many times I can't even count where Mariah has taken off her shirt or her bra and her titties are out, and suddenly I'm like, hey, your tits out? It's just, I don't know what's built in. And she's like, God damn, how do you know?
And I'll teach you.
I don't know.
And also, sometimes, right in this area, like...
Would you guys want me to spend a day with Scott? Would you guys want me to spend a day with Phil? Or some other internet select? We have to find more, obviously. We were going to make a list. And then the first person I get to agree, I was going to say, hey, we got this coming up in 2 months. We need to, like, the flight's going to be this. The hotel room's going to be this. We need to earn this much money so we can go do it.
This, it does get twisted. You have to flip it.
Daniel Larson's almost like, I would have to get some under my belt before I could even talk to Daniel Larson. First of all, he's fucking crazy. Second of all, he kind of knows he's fucking, like, famous. I don't know. It'd be hard to get him.
Flip it. And to fix it, there's these screws you have to unscrew.
Okay.
Fix it.
Screws you unscrew. If you need to fix it, you unscrews the screws that you have to unscrews.
But you gotta be careful.
I'm gonna go give Mariah's boobies a little squeeze.
No.
What about I'll go do Eli. He's not gonna make me piss in a bottle. I'll tell you that much. Salty Cracker would not be a person I would do.
Use these back ends right here, or it'd be bad.
Salty Cracker would be outside the concept of it.
I mean, yeah. And yeah, it can get twisted. See, it's
Don't get
right
twisted. In your own oxygen tank?
What it's supposed to be like.
B.O.
I'm not going to demonstrate how to fix it.
Be Ute. Bring your own oxygen tank. Be Ute.
And this is to Bruce Willis if you have TikTok. I hope you like my impression of your character, John McClane.
I forgot you even did an impression. It was so long ago.
It's pretty cool.
I feel like this has been a breakdown of your bra. How fast you can disassemble it.
Too, Mr. Willis. 3 Power Rangers. Superman. Batman, but I lost the cow. I gotta find the cow.
What?
And I did Superman. I cosplay too, Mr. Willis.
Mr. Willis? I cosplay too, Mr. Willis. Linda Bendo would be all right.
3 Power Rangers.
It's people that either are like, have some like mystique, have like a hate following, something's fucking up with them. Linda Bendo would be cool because she's like, she's a caricature, right? She's a character. And she plays a character, escaped from the hospital. There'd be people that want those questions answered.
Superman.
If I did it with like somebody like Salty Cracker, that would just be like a collab.
Batman, but I lost the cow. I gotta find the cow.
Oh, so he used to play Batman, but he lost his cow. He doesn't do Batman anymore. He lost his cow.
Batman, but I lost the cow. I gotta find the cow. And I did used to do Wolverine, but One of my puzzle claws broke metal. It's metal, but I had to find another one. And also, I'm working on an Amazon wish list, guys. I'm gonna put in my bio when I get finished.
Thank God. Maybe Bruce Willis will do it.
I'm gonna look for some more items. But anyways.
What's up, Vern? Good to see you, buddy.
Have a blessed day.
Phil might agree to it. Like if I tell him, like, I'm not coming to fucking fight. I'm not coming to fucking, I'm not coming to fucking argue. It's just a day in your life. And then at the end, we have some questions for you. You can answer them however you want. I'm not going to argue. You just put them out there. Then I'm obviously going to research it. I lost the cow. I'm a pretty cool guy, Mr. Willis.
I cosplay too, Mr. Willis. 3 Power Rangers. Superman. Batman, but I lost the cow. I gotta find the cow. And I did.
Do you mean you lost the mask? Wasn't the cow the COWL? The cow, wouldn't that be like the hooded part? Like the part that comes up over the back? Is that what cow means?
Used to do Wolverine, but one of my
or is it a half mask? Is that a cowl?
Wolverine claws broke metal.
When I think of cowl, I think of like the Grim Reaper hood.
It's metal, but I had to find another one.
Bullhorn Betty would be a good one.
On an Amazon wish list, guys.
I'm thinking it could the whole thing could be like in three different kind of parts. Like the first one is like, you may not know this person. Here they are. Here's what they do. Here's a rundown of them. So we're going out to talk to them. Part 2 would be talking to, like hanging out, meeting them, a portion of the day in their life. Part 3 will intersect part 2, and it'll be like the hard hitting questions. And then the very end will be the rest of part 2, where they're like ending their day, winding down, talking about what they did for the day, saying goodbye.
I'm gonna put in my bio when I get finished with it. I got a few items in there. I'm gonna look for some more items. But anyways.
It'll never get to trial, I don't think.
Have a blessed day. May the power.
The reason I kind of thought of our Airsoft Fatty, but it's already been done. There's a documentary that iDubbbz did. So it's kind of like iDubbbz documentaries. iDubbbz did a documentary called Full Force. So Airsoft Fatty's kind of already been done.
I'll protect y'all.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Willis. Thank you.
Mr. Willis, thank you for your service. Mr. Willis, thank you for your service.
What's going on?
I don't think I could ever stay for longer than a day because I might murder someone. But one day is probably good. And then a couple, like maybe a week to edit it. And then there you go. All right, Scotty, advertising. What's today? Taco Titty Tuesday. That's today.
It's Titty Tuesday. You're supposed to eat tacos off of titties today. Just saying. It's Titty Tuesday. You're supposed to eat tacos off of titties today. Just saying. It's Titty Tuesday. You're supposed to eat tacos off of titties today. Just saying.
I don't know if I can go anywhere that somebody might fuck me.
Tacos off of titties today. Just saying. It's Titty Tuesday. You're supposed to eat tacos off of titties today. Just saying. It's Titty Tuesday. You're supposed to eat tacos off of titties today. Just saying. It's Titty Tuesday. You're supposed to eat tacos off of titties today. Just saying. It's Titty Tuesday. You're supposed
it gets better the more you listen to it, guys.
Just saying. It's Titty Tuesday. You're supposed to eat tacos off of titties today. Just saying. It's Titty Tuesday. You're supposed to eat tacos off of titties today. Just saying.
He's acting like he's maybe embarrassed or doesn't understand. But clearly this is why he made the video, right? She's talking about her titties. This is the same person. He's like, I would never ask you to see your titties because I'm respectful. I would never say that. Why? But if I did say it, could I see your titties?
Tuesday. You're supposed to eat tacos off of titties today. Just saying.
Jesus Christ, Scott. The fuck is wrong with you? All right, here we go. We're hopping into it. By the way, the accounts that I watched tonight, this one's called cops.story2, cop stories. Cops story. That's got all those fake Patty Mayo shit on it. What is this one?
How long did you guys ride this route?
That's part 3.
Yeah.
Part 4. Oh, is there a part 1?
How long did you guys ride this? Yeah, absolutely.
After having sex on the Ferris wheel? Been there, done that.
Like, okay.
People fucking on the Ferris wheel?
So our pants were off. He was on his knees doing it back and forth. And we could feel our car was shaking. There were two of us looking one way and two of us the other way. Like, yeah, and when we looked back, like, he was there. Her butt was here, butt naked. You saw her butt. Oh, yes. You saw like her ass. Did you see his wiener?
God, you fucking fun suckers. Did you see his wiener? What fun suckers, dude. Let them fuck on the Ferris wheel. You look out and enjoy the view. I got some shit going on over here, okay? God damn.
Wiener. I looked away. It was in it, but I looked. You saw his wiener in her. Yeah. Oh my god. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Also, the second time was like you feel it. Because they were like got dressed to like when to go down, and then when we got back up,
Anybody hold still long enough.
they like just started. Yeah.
Get them bosoms out and warmed up for me, Ryan.
I started laughing, and they also when you were in line. Wait, tell me what they said when you were in line. I was in line. Like they kept like going this close to me and like bumping into me, and I was like, Jesus Christ, can you like go off of me?
Ah, I kept rubbing up against him.
Laughing, and then they started calling me like this little whore is like they called me more, and they were like this little whore.
I feel like the higher the elevation, there's more blood pressure that builds up in my penile instrument.
Is like being so rude to me, and I just said quickly.
Now, let's see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely not. They
I gotta skip ahead some. It's taking too long. And it's like 19 parts. I bet you it's on YouTube and I can speed it up. Hold on. There it is. Okay, let's go. We'll get through this one. Won't be all those parts either. Initial contact and questioning couple. Let's go. Load, baby, load. We're here for it.
Aboard an amusement park ride by a group of 4 underage females. They quickly reported the incident to both park security personnel and local law enforcement officers.
They're banging? Yeah.
How young are they?
We're never too busy for titties. But 18 and a 16-year-old, I guess. The witnesses.
They're saying nothing happened. What the ride operator said?
They just said that they got a report of them, they got a call, and they called us.
Did they see anything?
They didn't. My knowledge, no one saw anything.
Your word versus mine, bitch. Deny everything, admit nothing, throw out wild and slanderous counterclaims. This is how you deal with everything. This is how you fucking deal with everything. Admit nothing. Deny everything. Throw out wild and slanderous counterclaims. Okay? Was that how you having sex on a Ferris wheel? No. What are you talking? I don't even know what you're talking about. Are you sure you didn't have sex on the Ferris wheel? I promise you I didn't have sex on the Ferris wheel. Are you absolutely positive you didn't have sex on a Ferris wheel? I wasn't having sex on a Ferris wheel. Well, this girl said, oh, that girl? The girl who catches dolphins down by the fucking ocean side out on the pier and then eats them raw in front of people? Yeah, I'm sure I was having sex with a dolphin eater. There you go. You're out of it.
Shorts on beneath my dress, first off. Right. So there's no easy access that's happening here. And I have them in my pocket in the shorts. They fell out. I bent over to retrieve them on the ride.
Why was he behind you then?
He was trying to help me because they were clear across the ride.
You really think you were fucking on the Ferris wheel? Do you want me to answer that? I want to watch. Let's go for another round.
Probably not, I guess, because you're going to answer like,
So, I'm gonna go talk to the young girls who saw it.
We can settle this quick. Moisture check. Moisture check. Mariah drips like a leaky faucet for 3 days after I've laid the meat on her. Okay? After I've packed that pop in there. Days of drippage. Moisture check. We can tell. Better be like the Sahara, bitch. You're going to jail.
They say it, and then we'll go from there. Hi. Hi.
This is what we just kind of watched. Atsuko, when you make those faces, it just seems like you just did a moisture check on yourself, and now you're like,
She's like,
put a little bit of that fingerprint dust on your finger. If it comes out and you can still blow it off, you're good. Okay? If it comes out clumpy, somebody's got a moisture check failure. Why do you think they have the fingerprint dust if not for moisture checks? I was just thinking what you're doing to her. Somebody just admitted to a little American on American fetish from over there in Japan.
I was like a ninja.
I really wish it was a picking up a cigarette, but it was not. I like the face. I'll be right back with you guys. They're minors.
Yeah.
No, it says no person shall recklessly do any.
Dude, there's no. I guarantee if it's 2 versus 2, you could get out of this.
Following under after my others were in the spouse of the offender. Public indecency.
Make her identify the penis out of a lineup of penises. I want at least 6 penises in front of one of those little boards that tells you how tall they are, and she better be able to pick up that penis.
So, how long did you guys ride this ride? 4 minutes, maybe. How many times did you guys go around? Yeah. Okay. So, why can those girls, which 2 of them are juveniles, describe to me your guys' private parts?
Well, they just said, I saw his wiener in her. That's not really describing private parts, okay? They know that wieners go in people. Captain stabbing.
Yeah. I have shorts on, like I told you. I understand. But, so listen, this is what I'm going to do for you, okay? You understand that there's cameras and I can watch those cameras and see. So just tell me the truth. Because I know you're lying. So just be honest. Because lying's not going to get you anywhere. Yeah, no, it's not.
Moisture check!
I don't. So four juvenile girls are just going to make that up. 2 of them are 18 and 2 of them are juvenile. So when I watch those cameras, I'm not going to see you guys. You're lying. She wants to tell the truth. Do you understand that you can be arrested for this? It's an Act 2. Yeah, a misdemeanor of the 2nd degree. And you guys can go.
There's an M1, M2, M3, and no matter which one Phil says he has, it's the lowest.
To jail. Because you're not from here. And then you'll have to post bond. Or I can call the judge and no bond since you guys are lying. And I know you're lying. It's up to you guys. I'll let you guys talk about it.
She's smiling an awful lot. Maybe she did have a little gasm up there. A little Ferris gasm. Little Ferris wheel McJerkin. He doesn't look very happy. That's not a finished. Admit nothing.
You're sticking to your story of the cigarettes?
Yes. She may have taken her butt from me a little bit, but I know what's wrong with that.
Okay, so now the story's changing.
Huh?
Now your story's changing.
That's not changing.
Go get the camera, bitch. You were all up there a second ago. She can shake her ass as long as she's fully clothed.
Well, yeah, but do you guys have kids?
mean, it's not right.
And they saw what they said to me, what they saw. I would be embarrassed.
Who hasn't seen it if they're 8? You know what I'm saying? Like that.
So you think it's appropriate that
that's not appropriate.
That they saw?
But these motherfucking kids these days, you can't fucking, I don't fucking know what the hell they're okay to anybody.
So you think it's appropriate that they saw you? Put it to your wife on the Ferris wheel?
Put it to her, baby.
Yes.
Did I say that? Did I say that?
You said,
Are you trying to take words out of my mouth?
No, you're not going to do that to me. You said they've seen all this stuff.
No, I'm not trying to do nothing to you.
You said, well, they see this. Okay.
He said she might have shook her ass a little bit while she was getting her cigarettes or whatever when she was bent over. And if that's true, who gives a fuck?
Well, they're calling
the cameras.
What?
I don't know what they're trying to say, but nothing like that.
Okay. Well,
Is it too late to run?
like I told you, you're going to go to jail. So, what? Public indecency. You can't have sex on a ride.
Says you, Prudy Judy.
I gave you the opportunity to tell the truth. You didn't want to. So, no, I don't have to show you video footage. So all I have.
They just wanted to be part of the 60-foot high club. That's right.
So I don't have to show it to you. No, I don't. No, I don't. Don't tell me how to do my job.
It's invigorating at Suco. Me and Mariah did it in a parking lot at her baccalaureate service.
Don't even.
Google that.
Don't. Listen.
So you're telling me I did something I didn't, and then you're going to take me to jail?
I have 4 witnesses. You're both going to jail. So, you had the opportunity to be honest. You didn't want to be.
Or get a hotel room with a balcony, then at night be out there fucking on the balcony watching people like on the beach and shit.
Well, here's the deal. So, I can call the judge since you guys don't live here. And
every day I wake up and I hope you're dead.
It's been a while since we had that one.
like, I don't know. I think that since you guys don't even have any remorse for what you did to those children and how upset they are, like, that's what bothers me. And now you're lying to me. You don't even care what you did to those children. But either way, they're upset. And you guys are trying to deny that you did it. Like,
well, I do apologize they were upset.
Yeah, why wouldn't they be?
Is she good cop or bad cop?
Why wouldn't they be upset? Like, and then you guys are sitting here lying. Like,
She's abstinence cop. That's what I just said. Balconies and porches, Mariah.
I understand the concern.
Right. And like, why does the one saying you called her a whore?
Nobody called anybody a whore.
Well, you lied to me this whole time. She's saying you called her a whore.
Nobody called. We never spoke directly to this person.
She said that you guys were touching her in the line and said that you called her a whore.
I have a few friends that were with us in line that they may have overheard the word whore being.
To be fair, William makes me... William doesn't make you do anything. You're the one who likes to play librarian.
Run around loosely, but it was not directed towards them.
Do you see where I'm coming from, though?
I do. I
like, it would probably be a different story if you guys would have been like, yeah, we messed up, you know, because really this is Cedar Point, and it's up to me if charges are done or not.
God damn you, Ohio.
And I work for the city. So
Ohio.
had you been like, we didn't
More
mean
like
for people
it.
to see us, like we've been drinking, you know, but you sat here and blatantly lied to my face, and I have these juveniles that are traumatized. So.
Are you able to write us a ticket, like ban us from the park, or? Okay, so
Let's do it.
We have friends that are here that came with us. So if we have to stay, am I able to get a hold of these said friends, and so they can at least get back to Sawmill?
Yeah, who drove?
Both of us.
Yeah. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ask them if they want to pursue charges. And if they say yes, you're gonna go to jail. If they say no, then you're gonna be banned from the park.
Jesus fucking Christ. So now we're relying on the little girls. Imagine bumping into somebody in line or trying to press something and then being like, will you please stop? Don't bump into me. Whore! We're going to fuck when we get on this ride, and you're going to have to watch it.
So, is this something you guys want to pursue? Like, do you want them to go to jail, or do you just want them to leave the park? What would that mean if you want them to go to jail? Well, you guys will have to
Can't put power in the hands of children, or you lost your mind, lady?
fill out a witness statement. This will probably go to court, so they might call you guys to testify on what you guys saw. Or we can just kick them out of the park and they go on their way.
Now, real quick, I just got to butt in here. Obviously, we're going to have to recontact your guys' parents just because obviously you guys are under 18, so we got to make sure of it, okay? So...
We wouldn't testify. What? We wouldn't testify? They might call you. They might call you to testify since we didn't see it, and I'm taking your guys' word for it. They could potentially call you to testify on what you guys saw. So I can pursue charges, but I don't want to do that and put you guys through more if it's just something.
That's right, Dr. J. Tell him. Like, the option is to have these people arrested and have to go fucking testify that you were watching them fuck, or have them leave the park. Why wouldn't you just choose leave the? I mean, like, I think I would choose leave the park at all times.
Absolutely.
But they ended up admitting to that.
Yeah, because Okay. Well, if they didn't admit it, I wasn't going to give them a choice, and I was probably going to contact the judge and have them no bonded. Because
So even the cops, like, if they did, even though they didn't admit to it, I'm not going to give them a choice, and I'm not going to let them have a bond till they sit in jail. And this one girl's like, well, if they did it once, they're probably going to do it again. No, they're leaving the park, dumbasses. They're getting kicked out of the park, no matter what. So this is the girl that come up with the idea. Let's say they were fucking since they bumped into you in a line. This is the girl that come out with the idea. She's the only one who wants to be like, I think they're going to do it again, and I think I want to testify. They didn't admit to it.
Well, now they do. Well, I'll be honest. The girl wanted to tell. The boy didn't. And he's the one.
But then you ran up there and blew your whole load saying, there's cameras on there. I can pull them up. But clearly there aren't. Or we'd already be in the camera room, wouldn't we?
She was looking at us first, but he was on his phone.
Admiral Abstinence.
Yeah. Okay. You guys are going to jail. So, stand up, and I need you to put your hands behind your back.
They'll walk, 100%.
What are we doing about the friends?
You can call them. I'll let you call them right now.
All right. Hey, you gotta come get these keys. Yep.
Both subjects were transported to the county jail and charged with misdemeanor public indecency.
They'll walk. No goddamn way. Only one of them wanted to testify, and it was the one that obviously kind of looked like a bitch from the get-go. Even with the blurred face, you're like, I don't know if I'd want to fucking talk to her or not. Yeah, make a TikTok and then move the fuck on. That's exactly right. Assholes. All right, let's get into this. Here we go. Speed round. It's just a setting. His microphone static and his camera readjusting size every time. Just a setting. You want to know why his I wonder if Phil wants to know why his camera resets every time. He has his camera formats to 720. His camera format is set on 720. His canvas, which would be the area that he's broadcasting on format, is set to 1080. So he's 1280 by 720 is his camera, and then 1920 by 1080 is his canvas. So every time he logs out and logs back in, it says, oh, well, you're broadcasting a whole 1080, but your camera's only 720. We're going to line that up in the top right corner. But if he would just set both of them on 720 or 1080, he'd be full screen every time. Minute and a half, no microphone, no sound. Awesome.
It was about
there we go.
20 or 211 trolls that just said, you idiots believe that he's Snowden, he can't even fix his camera. He's static all the time. How can he be him?
It would be nice. It would be nice if you were able to work basic electronics, considering that you're a white hat hacker. That'd be nice. Or something.
First of all, I never said I was Edward Snowden. Edward Snowden's a real person. He exists. At least I think that's his name. I don't know.
No, you already said that's not his name and that he's an actor. And that was Snowden was the code name given to all white hat hackers. Why? You don't even remember your own lies, you fucking retard.
It's already. And the reason why I said 211, 212 is because that's about how many there are. And you know how I know? Because on Rumble, there's a thumbs up and a thumbs down, and it consistently is like between 150 and 200 thumbs downs. And
oh yeah, let me get that.
The trolls care a lot about Rumble because they keep making new accounts after I mute them. They just keep making new ones. It's the same people over and over again. It's great. It's fun for me. Michigan shirt.
I don't think it is. I think you just have that many people hate
That's
you.
Michigan shirt. So. We're going to have a little fun time tonight, I think, especially on the heels of the live the other night. I think you guys are probably going to want to ask a whole bunch of questions, and I'm here to answer them. Sorry about the last couple of days. I was ill. I had a stomach bug. Apparently, it's going around my area. There was many kids off of the school district that my sons attend, including one of my sons. So, you know, just kind of.
So, basically, he went to a Christmas program at his son's school, and then the very next day, he forgot to mention that his son was deathly ill and gave it to him. The next day,
I didn't really do too much. I just couldn't eat a lot, which caused me to be very tired, obviously. So, sometimes
couldn't eat.
There's nothing you can do to prevent
tired.
You know, something a bacteria
Low blood sugar. Why didn't you use Fill of Greens?
in your stomach like that. It's terrible. You know, so
I thought you don't get sick because of your because of your immune system from Fill of Greens.
Thanks for being patient with me. I think this is our third live this week, if I'm not mistaken. Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday. Is that right? New record, right? Cool. All right. So, I don't know what to do from here. I'm kind of, you know, I'm just lost. I guess I'll ask you guys where you're from. Why don't we do that? Start over here. Osprey, Florida, Ohio, Memphis, Jamestown, Ohio, Alabama. Why do I keep saying Ohio? California, Northern Michigan, Georgia, San Antonio, Roll Tide, Alabama, Old Forge, PA, Circle Pines, Minnesota. I always say it that way. It's because that's how you guys talk. Lake Erie, Ontario, Clinton, Iowa. Man, I hate to live in a town called Clinton. Eek. Wouldn't that be terrible? I don't know. Movie for me. Holy.
Turtle hamstrings.
Humble. Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Hamstring turtles.
I don't think that's true. If it is, it's pretty cool. Honolulu. Gorillas, I guess. Maryland, Coldwater, Michigan, the Finger Lakes until I realized. I mean, for example.
Yeah, the patches are basically med beds.
Hunter Biden has a tattoo on his back. Like, that's not cool. It's not a cool thing. Like, I wouldn't want my place of residence to be tattooed on Hunter Biden's back. You know what I mean? So, there's that. All right. You know, I flirted with the notion of doing a locals only Q&A tonight, and I shot it down, but we will do that very soon for my locals listeners that are out there listening right now. We will do a locals only live, probably within the coming week or so. Not sure when, but if this, just so you guys know, I might as well tell you this now while I'm thinking of it. This coming week's going to be an incredibly busy week for me, so I don't know if there's going to be a live stream. I'll try my best to fit one in, but I'm thinking that there won't be, only because it's the week before Christmas. We're having a get-together. There's going to be travel. There's going to be people in it. It's just going to be really, really rough. So I'll do my best to keep you guys updated on Telegram and on other social media platforms. If there is a live stream, it may be a matinee. I know we did that once or twice before. Man, sorry, I'm having a hard time. So get over. Hopefully I don't puke live. That would be crazy, wouldn't it? That would be something. The film memes would just be out of control. Me with actual puke coming out of my mouth. Imagine that. Jeez. Anyway, so it might be a matinee live this week if I could get around to that. I don't even know if I have enough time to do that, but I'll try my best. That's why I want to get as many in this week as I possibly could. And then we'll see what happens for the coming week. If I don't see you guys prior to Christmas, which I have a feeling I will, but if I don't, I want to wish you guys a very Merry Christmas. I am blessed to have each and every one of you watch me, especially at this capacity every night. The other night we were over 30 million viewers across 4 or 5 different platforms, and I just feel touched, you know, by the grace of God to be sitting in front of you here. As you probably,
I think the official story about the Finger Lakes with Hunter Biden is that's where his mom's from and grew up or something like that. So he has an artist rendition of the Finger Lakes. I know they claim it's because submarines connect under the continent to the ocean. They pick up little kids there. What? That's the dumbest fucking story I've ever heard. Like, if you want to come up with something else, cool. But the submarine underwater trafficking kids, not cutting it.
Probably have ascertained or figured out over the last few years. I'm not a perfect person, and I'm not sitting here claiming to be. And anything everyone know about me, you can just ask, and I will tell. So
right, but never question my intel. Never. I'm not a perfect person. My intel's never wrong. Never.
Knowing that, I just want to make sure that you guys are comfortable, happy, sane, and informed. More than anything, informed. I know we just did that big Christmas giveaway. I'm rather sure, I have to check with Tristan, but I'm rather sure all of our donations have been sent. If anything, there's just a couple of them that haven't. Some of them were sent by Venmo, some of them were sent by Zelle, some of them were sent by Wire, and probably half of them, or almost half of them, were sent by cashier's check. So those are out. The total ended up being, believe it or not, $117,000. And that's just for my follower giveaway. I also contributed $20,000 to Nancy Drew. I had to split it into 2 transactions. One was $15,000 because that was my daily limit for Zelle.
Okay.
And then the other transaction was $5,000 the next day. So Nancy had informed me that her car payoff was something like, believe it or not, $17,000. And I wanted to make sure we got that paid off for her. I don't think it should be
that makes sense,
big payment that's on her agenda every month. I think it's not right for somebody that sacrificed so much for each and every one of us on her own dime. So getting rid of that car note for her, I think, is a big thing. She can stop paying interest to the cabal, and she can focus on matters that she wants to focus on. you know, and I think that leaves a big burden off of her shoulders in 2024. So Nancy's been taken care of, and then in addition to that $20,000 donation, I didn't even count Nancy as one of the recipients. I just simply, you know, added her in there. If you remember back from the giveaway live, I was doing 1,000, but then one really got me. It was 5,000, and another one got me was 2,000, and I gave 1,000 to two people that were in the. So that's how it got up to 117. It's just crazy. That's 117,000, and then 17,000 was her card. Now it's just, you know, random, but that number just keeps floating up there, doesn't it? Let me tell you guys something. A lot of people ask me, well, why are you ecstatic? Great. A lot of people ask me, well, why are you giving away that much, or talk amongst yourselves, why is he giving away that much? Well, let me tell you something. This is a lesson that you guys probably know. If you get ahead in life, you have to give.
Wait a second. If you want to get ahead, you have to give a little head. Is that what you're saying?
He giving away that much? Well, let me tell you something. This is a lesson that you guys probably know. If you want to get ahead in life, you have to give. Period.
Got to give a little head to get ahead. Is that what you're saying? No, Phil. No. Got to give a little head to get ahead. Flat knees and a round mouth take you a long way, won't it, Phil? God damn, dude.
If you're gonna sit there and be angry every day and badmouth somebody and, you know, try to make their day bad or try to take away from them in some way, you're gonna have a bad go. Something in your life is just gonna go wrong, and it's just gonna continue to be a downward spiral for you. Trust me, I've been there. And then when you start, you know, actually finding yourself caring for others and putting others before you, even if it means sacrificing a little bit, it just completely changes the world. And I want to think that's because of God. I don't exactly know, but what I do know is it's true. And let that be advice to you now. If any of you are down or you're in a bad situation, just keep fighting. And then when, not if, but when it does turn around for you, remember others. You know, because a short 3 years ago, the trolls will love to tell you, I was broke. I didn't have anything. You know, I was coming off of.
Wait, what happened to Crypto Millionaire? And you've been doing gold or silver for like 30 years, right? And a Crypto Millionaire. How can you not remember your own lies? You claim you haven't spent anybody's money, any of your followers' money, to buy the first house or whatever. You were a crypto millionaire and independently wealthy before any of this started. But you were in jail broke while you were doing this stream.
A divorce, or going into a divorce, I should say. You know, custody of my kids, it was so bad. And then I said to myself, well, this isn't how it's going to be the rest of my life, so I'm going to change it right now. And that's when I went to work, and that's why I'm here. That's why I'm sitting in front of you, and I have all of you to thank for that, because you supported me in a really bad time. The lawsuit, which I'm going to end up winning majorly. I didn't have the money to file that lawsuit. You guys supported me and donated to me, and if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be in that position. Now, since then, I paid.
He wasn't going to do it.
Probably close to $500,000 in legal fees, but it's well worth it, because the payout for that and the punitive damages that are going to come my way from what they did to me is, I think, going to bankrupt that particular company. New owners, old owners, doesn't matter. But we got them right against the wall, and I think they know it. So it's going to be fun. So thank you guys for everything you've done for me. Merry Christmas if I don't see you by next week. And, of course, have a Happy New Year. Now, tonight we're going to do a Q&A. I know you guys have a lot of burning questions based on last night's, or the previous.
Seems kind of nervous about the whole thing. We got them against the wall.
We got them right against the wall, and I think they know it. So it's going to be for their company. Payout for that and the punitive damages that are going to come my way from what they did to me is, I think, going to bankrupt that particular company. New owners, old owners, doesn't matter. But we got them right against the wall, and I think they know it.
But wouldn't matter, especially since you're holding personal people responsible and the owners responsible and the corporation that was there responsible. It would matter quite a bit, actually, depending on who pays.
So it's going to be fun. So thank you guys for everything you've done for me. Merry Christmas if I don't see you by next week. And, of course, have a Happy New Year. Now, tonight we're going to do a Q&A. I know you guys have a lot of burning questions based on last night's, or the previous.
What day is Christmas Eve? Saturday or Sunday? Christmas Eve is Sunday. Thank you.
This live stream, the reveal live stream. I want to tell you guys again, this is probably going to be your last chance to get them before Christmas. I just ordered 3 more as gifts. Taprite. Taprite has that mini chainsaw. It's a literal handheld chainsaw that you can't hold in one hand. Really good for small twigs and branches on trees. They have videos on the website if you go to the website.
Yes, the country's future wasn't important until he found an MLM and thought, how can I get more followers? And sign them up so I can get rich.
Website down in the link, taprightphil.com, taprite, TACRIGHT, Phil, PHIL.com. That's all one thing right across, Taprite Phil. Links down below. If you go there, you'll actually see some videos of it cutting in action. So if you're asking yourself, well.
I mean, listen, I know nobody likes Hunter Biden. He's kind of like a family's fuck up or whatever. There's also some pretty much wilder claims that if they're true, obviously I'd call him a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. Anything with kids, stuff like that. But he spent $872,000 on hookers, porn, and strip clubs. To be fair, I'd probably hang out with him.
How powerful is it? Is it this? Is it that? I just bought 3 for gifts for Christmas. In the
drugs.
So if you order, I'd probably say within the next 24 or 48 hours, you could probably still get it by the end of the week, which will make you have it in time for Christmas. So there's a deal. If you do 3, that's why I did 3. Because instead of them being like $90, they're going to
Hey, Wisconsin, I might have already said this, but the kids just got your gift cards and opened them yesterday. Was that yesterday or today, Mariah? I brought them for the thing. Thank you very much.
Around the $70-some each or something like that. I don't know. But great little chainsaw. We have rave reviews.
Somebody that spends hundreds of thousands of dollars on strippers and drugs and partying, you would hang out with them too, motherfuckers. They're going to clip that and be like, this sounds pretty sus. You've never hung out with somebody just because they can get drugs or have a ton of money or they're having a party at their parents' house. Really don't know them, really don't like them, but you're like, fuck it, let's.
About it. They sold out the last time I promoted it. I haven't been talking
Think of how many single moms he's put through college.
about the chainsaw for quite a while. Now it's back. So get your butt over there. If you have that one person that's really hard to buy for, that's me. I'm very hard to buy for because I'm spontaneous. If I want to buy something, I buy it. So anything that I actually want, I have. So like buying for me is you really have to rack your brain. So thinking out of the box and getting one of those gifts that's like an out of the box, type gift. That's what that chainsaw is to me anyway. And that's why I got 3 for members of my family. So all right, cool. So tonight we're gonna do a Q&A. Nothing's really off limits. I will try to answer to the best of my ability.
Nothing off limits.
With everything that I told you the other night, which may or may not have been true, I'm still restricted on certain things that I can and can't say.
Hey, don't knock it until you've got your pinkies, your little piggies, wrapped around somebody's erect cock, okay, Dr. J? I was in the same camp. Till I realized how much foot grip strength I have and how much money I can make.
Okay. So I will do my best to entertain your questions and answer them to the best of my ability. So let's go. Let's start with D-Live tonight. Let me pull D-Live up here. We haven't heard from my D-Livers for a while. We're gonna, while you guys are paying attention here on D-Live, we're gonna open up the lemon chest. There's 2,700 lemons in there. There'll be a 30-second countdown, then I'll see some winners on my screen. I think if you're on D-Live, something you have to do in the chat that says claim or something like that. So go over there and do that. Got about 15 seconds left.
He doesn't know how any of the platforms work that he's on.
Treasure chest is just like one of those little
D-Live gives out lemons based on it's kind of random, but you get more entries the more you participate in chat.
Lemons get dispersed, and lemons you can use to subscribe to my channel or whatever. Sherry B, 17, long time out of mine on D-Live. 245 lemons, good for you. That's like a month's worth of subscription. Mini Tank, 141. Timberwolf, 1, 102.5. Marcia Hone, 81.7. And TA Pink Lady, 68.5. Congratulations to all my top lemon winners. Let's get some questions over here from D-Live.
Okay, here we go. Question time.
JFK Jr.'s daughter. I believe that she is.
So does Brad. Weird. Y'all sell the same stuff, same MLMs, same mini chainsaw, same belief system. Weird.
Am I certain of that? I didn't see her born or conceived. But outside of verification such as that.
How many people have you seen conceived, you nasty fucker?
I would say yes. And I base that on a lot of data, not just a hunch. I could do an entire 2-3 hour live stream on Kaylee McInerney. And I can draw connections that you probably didn't even see and some that you already have. But
McInerney.
Yes, I truly believe that she is. Please ask a full question. Don't just state a phrase and make me assume what you're trying to say. Why is Trump in Reno? That's a great question. Excellent way to start the night.
Talk too much about yourself. What do you want to know? Kathleen, we'll stop the show. What do you want to know about me? I'll talk way too much about myself. You got anything going? What do you need? You got a question? What you got for me, Kathleen? He's the throat goat. Gotta be, at least. At least. He's not even second place. And the runner-up? No, he's the champion. Throat goat champion. Kathleen stopped the whole fucking show. So she can say, talk too much, CH, about yourself. Oh, Phil talks too much about himself. Sometimes. He does like to brag. He does like to brag quite a bit. I think he feels like a better person. It's this weird thing where he wants to rub it in your face, but he also wants to act like, I'm doing this for you. You guys bless me. So, like, if he had to keep his spending, his money, his habits, his purchases, his houses, his special edition cars to himself, he wouldn't appreciate them. The only reason he has them is to put them out there. The only reason he has them is to put them out there and say, I have them and you don't.
I'm gonna answer question with a question on that one because I'm afraid.
If I knew that daily I was getting messages like, I'm going to end it all. We're out of money. We just spent all of our savings. We're not going to be able to pay our light bill. I'm going to fucking unalive myself. We can't buy food. The dog's starving. Yeah, I can't go to the doctor. But the last thing I would do is post my new fucking $1 million home I just bought for my dad.
Afraid to reveal too much, and I don't know if I have authority to do that. What else is in Reno? And if you figure that out, you should be able to figure out why Trump is there.
Yeah, you should be able to figure out why Trump is there. He doesn't have an answer. He doesn't have a lie for this yet. He's waiting for them to make the lie so he can take it. So if they find out, like, Reno's the headquarters for such and such, he'd be like, yeah, good job, guys. Good job. Oh, there was a post I didn't get to the other day. Let me grab it. That I really wanted to show, and I didn't notice it until I was closing all the stream stuff down. Is a Facebook post from some of Phil's followers. I wonder if I can look her up by name. Nope. Let me see if I can find it right quick. I know it was part of this page. Let me open that page and I'll look for it quickly. You can't run an MLM forever. Attention. I'm out of state with this is from Brad Barton. With my family at my son's basketball tournament and have to be brief for now. Hear me loud and clear. Anyone saying that Brad has said anything against the Lord Jesus or Mary is either flat out lying or sorely mistaken, as they heard something and didn't take the time to listen. If they had, they'd had understood that it was the total opposite of what they're spreading. Hashtag it's pitiful. Damn it, boys. Here we go. Here's the post I'm looking for. I don't think I had a chance to go over this. Oh, damn it. No, that's not the right one. Where's that? Here we go. Lonnie Palmer. So, Patriotic Marco says, looks like they are stopping the Helpo rides. So, construction to sculpting Trump's head onto Mount Rushmore can be a surprise. Right now, they're stopping the tram that goes, I guess the helicopter rides and visitors from Mount Rushmore so they can add Trump to it. Okay? So it'll be a big surprise when Trump gets added to Mount Rushmore, where we put the best of the best. Trump is going to be on Mount Rushmore. And Lonnie Palmer says, it's about time, which I agree with. Right? It's about time. But then, at first I was thinking, these are some crazy claims from crazy Q-tards. They got evidence. Okay? They've got evidence. Boom. You can already see the hair. What? You can already see the hair. It's right there. Plain as day. Unless you open up any image from like 2001 or whatever year you want to pick. Long before anybody even thought about fucking Trump. The same rock formation is there. But does kind of look like Trump's hair. There you go. That is the next big thing. I'm sure Phil will be sharing this in no time. They're adding Trump to Rushmore. They started with his hair. They started with his hair.
Was the war for humanity fought in all?
Oh, yeah, Kathleen's fine. I thought she was being a crazy Facebook person like usual, but she was actually talking about Phil. That's why I answered her.
Alternate matrix? No. It's being fought right under our nose. We just don't see it because you can't see it. The only way we would be able to see it is the mainstream media, which is controlled by us. So,
going to be a good Christmas in December at Mount Rushmore, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, guys, these one word and phrases things like, I hear, for example, gold. That was one post. The Sarah, Area 51, Treasury. That's not a question. So I would gladly answer your questions, but I can't respond to one word or two word phrases. It's just not real.
Maybe they're not talking to you.
Go over to locals.
Not curly enough for Mort. I wish they would add him with that time the wind picked up his hair and it was like fucking straight up like this. Sorry, my hands are dirty. I have put I want you to understand my level of frustration. I love my Jeep. Okay, when I bought that Jeep, it's a regular Cherokee Sport with this inline six automatic. When I bought that, it was in pristine condition. Never had anything wrong with it. The guy was super anal about it. Would only get serviced at the Chrysler dealership, the Jeep dealership. Even to have like brake pads put on, Jeep dealership. The shocks put on, Jeep dealership. Buy tires, Jeep dealership. He was just like a super weird guy that I used to work with. A deer ran into it while it was parked. He was running down a hill and hit it and put a dent in the back quarter panel. And he didn't like that and didn't want to have it fixed and repainted. Then he said it wouldn't be factory. He had a real bad speech impediment. He was the guy that said, I was the one, Albert. He sold it to another guy we worked with. That guy owned it for like a month and sold it to me when I was out on the road. I loved it. I gave it to my parents. They drove it for years. Never had a problem with it. Never had an issue with it. About a few months ago, it just quit out of the blue. I know what the problem is. It is the crankshaft position sensor. I know what the problem is. It's a crankshaft position sensor. It is not reading anything, apparently. Bad. And the wiring's good. The wiring test's good. It is a crankshaft position sensor. I cannot buy a Mopar one. Everywhere I go to get the actual factory part, sold out, gone, not available. Rock Auto canceled it, said it wasn't available. I just ordered another one. I have tried to order it probably 20 times. Every time they cancel it. And say, we didn't have it, back order, blah, 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 cancel the order. The other day I accidentally, Mariah can attest to this. The other day I was trying to get it shipped to the campground, so I used Mariah's name and address because that's how it's saved in my computer. The campground's under Mariah's name. The campground address under Mariah's. So I used her email address. They sent her an email, canceled. I have bought and installed four crankshaft position sensors from the parts store. Now they're not Mopar brand. They don't sell like dealership brand, like OEM brand. They are one was called damn it. The last two I put in were called Standard. The one before that was called Mastercraft. The one before that was Dorman's. I have put in four brand new camshaft position sensors or crankshaft position sensors, and none of them work. When you go to like a forum or whatever for Jeeps, they're like, buy the OEM, buy the OEM, buy the OEM, which I'm trying. I can't fucking buy it. And they'll say like, oh, well, some of the non-Mopar ones work, like from the parts store. I've bought four of them, and it's not easy to get in and put in and take out. It takes me a while because it's in a bad spot. And I'm not built for like little bitty areas. I need a fucking Asian here. I've installed four, and not a single one of them will start the fucking Jeep. So it's just sitting there like a goddamn fucking driveway ornament. I'm so fucking pissed about my Jeep.
Phil, truth on Mike Gill, Nino, and Juan. Control that position. Watch them telling interviews about Flynn involved. Mike Gill has receipts, Pandora box. Thank you for all you do. I have nothing that tells me that Nino or Juan or Gill are control that position. I think Nino is a reporter. I don't think Nino is a strong intel guy with any kind of source. I think that he goes out and he finds people.
What about Juanito?
Show, and he does interviews with them. And sometimes I think his own, I'm talking about Nino now, sometimes I think his own opinion gets changed based on what that interview was, as opposed to what it was before the interview. So I think Nino's up in the air in terms of what he believes is happening and what he doesn't. I don't have anything against Nino. I know he said a couple bad things about me, but who hasn't? So that's not really a thing. As far as Juan used to have a source, but
imagine being part of this community and being like, well, I know he said I'm a fucking pedophile, but who hasn't at this point? I'm suing him for doing it, but who hasn't? Who hasn't? You know what I'm saying, guys?
But it was taken away from him. So early on, Juan was very in the know because of certain relationships that he has with certain people.
The thing that obviously like they're cheaper made parts. One of the biggest things is I can take my camshaft position, my factory one. I've got the factory part number. It's a Mopar part. I can take it and stick it to the side of my Jeep. It's a magnet in it. That's how it works, right? There's like the camshaft will probably be round on all the sides except for one little spot where it's flat. And it can gauge the magnetic interference there with the flat spot and know where the crank is. I keep saying cam, but it's crankshaft. I can stick the Mopar one to the side of my Jeep. All the knockoff ones, they're magnetic. They're magnetized, but it's super weak. It won't even hold itself up. Like you can barely even feel the magnetism. That's the only thing I can fucking tell is difference. Obviously, there's probably internal parts and resistors and fucking the gauge of the wire or the quality of the wire, shit like that. I cannot fucking get it. I cannot fucking get it.
That are, you know, white hats. But I think for a long while now, Juan has been giving his opinion on what he thinks happening and not necessarily relating that at all to intel, meaning not confirmed intel. He's just kind of reading what's on the board and saying, well, I think this and I think that. In fact, I know for sure that Juan has said some completely incorrect.
Yeah, I'm not trying to explain it. I'm trying to explain it to where they can understand it, not as a mechanic.
Correct things as we go. And not just like, I said some incorrect things too. I said Trump would be back in office by now. I said that multiple times, in fact.
Multiple times you said Trump would be in office by now. Multiple times?
But those are things that I was told that
Can we fix the static? That's my question. It's a simple setting that you said would take 2 clicks. You got rid of a $2,000 microphone setup, the most expensive microphone that money could buy. I don't know why you even made that claim. And replaced it with a $400 microphone and said it's a simple setting, would take 2 clicks to fix it. But here we go.
Keep getting pushed. What I see from Juan is more of a opinionated approach. I can't control when Trump comes back. If it were up to me, none of this would have went this way, right? But it's not up to me. And when the people that are giving...
You're just going to keep predicting it. I wonder why you never bring this up and say, look, I keep predicting that gold prices are going to go through the roof and banks are going to shut down. And that's why I keep telling you to sign up for Goldco and Phil Silver. But I was wrong. Why don't you ever bring that one up?
Me news to report to you.
There are parts available on eBay. The problem is a lot of eBay sellers are reporting them. The reason I haven't bought off eBay, first of all, a used one, it's kind of hard. I don't know if they fucking tested it, test the resistance in it, text to see if the pickup's good. Second of all, a lot of the new ones that are Mopar parts are being mislabeled as Mopar. A lot of people have bought them off Amazon because it said Mopar. And then when they get it, it's just in a plain white box and clearly not Mopar.
Tell me one thing, and then I report it, and then, you know, they change their mind or something happened. There's nothing I can do about that. I had already...
Yeah, that's his $2,000 Yeti, a blue Yeti.
Reported it. So it's already out there. It makes me look real stupid, but there's nothing I can do. You know, Juan, I think, is different, though. I don't think anyone's telling Juan anything. I think he's reading the board, and he's making calls based on what he sees, and oftentimes those calls are just, like, not well thought out. I don't know too much about Mike Gill or whoever you're talking about. It's not a person that I... What the hell? Hold on, guys.
You notice what happened? His phone's plugged into his computer, right? And his phone's plugged into the same USB bus that everything else is. When his phone got a message, and this just goes to verify that I'm fucking right and Phil's wrong. When his phone got a message and interacted with his MacBook, his Mac, it relit up that bus and that provided full bandwidth. And it reset his microphone. I'm telling you, his microphone is being set back in priority because he doesn't have it set up as his #1 communication device. Well, that's what you do on PC to keep it. And it is basically timing out, and that's why the static starts. Then he unplugs it and replugs it. It's saying, oh, new device connected, and it gives it that full bandwidth for the first 20 minutes or whatever. I'm telling you, that's exactly what it is. Oh, it's 2 settings I gotta click on. 2 clicks.
Sorry about that. Can y'all hear me on locals? Okay, sorry about that. Rumble, we still good? I don't know, I just had a glitch there. We got some static? Okay.
Oh, no, not anymore. Now we're replugging.
Okay. Sorry about that. All right, so we'll take another one. Will JFK, formerly JFK Jr., be coming into the public view in 2024?
I've put 2 fucking blend doors in. Mine had a little leak where fucking the blend door actuator or solenoid or whatever it is. Mine had a little antifreeze leak where it was like dripping down. I can't find the leak, but I just went ahead and bought an extra one. It took fucking, 20 years for it to go out the first time. I think it'll be all right for a while, but I do need to find that little leak.
Yeah, I mean, I actually I thought it would have been by now. That kind of coincides with when Trump is going to be coming back. So
it can't be much of a leak because nothing gets wet. I can just see the residue that landed on top of it, blend door actuator.
And not necessarily because I anticipate him to be in Trump's cabinet, but I do think that that's going to be... Imagine somebody that most of the country had a lot of respect for, Republican or Democrat, suddenly died, and then you saw him alive again. And then he starts telling you about why he faked his own death and everything that he's been...
Oh my goodness.
Pre-fake death, but after fake death. That's somebody you're going to want to listen to, right? Doesn't matter your political affiliation. Can you name me 3 people in your life who would say, oh, I'm not listening to that guy? I don't think you can.
I've never seen a man with so many short shorts.
So from a numbers point of
I understand that shorts, like I'm behind style. I still wear cargo shorts. I still like at least to come down to like my knee and like shorter. But he wears like shorts that I would expect to see pink across the ass or bootylicious shorts.
view, from a solidarity and unity point of view, I think somebody like Art would be a very, very good candidate for some sort of global ambassador role within the new administration. And I've been saying that from day one. Now, a lot of people tell me that, he's going to be vice president. I don't know. Why? For what reason? Why would you throw him there? First of all, vice president is going to have a much different job, much different role than the current vice president status has, which is kind of just a throw him over there in the corner and do nothing role. Like the first lady does more than the vice president. But
he just said, D-Fish, that he's predicted Trump would be back by now many, many times and been wrong about it. But he doesn't control when Trump's there. All he does is get his intel from his source and then give it to you so you guys know what's going on.
And in the new form of government, that's going to change. That's going to change drastically. So I don't think somebody that's not ever been to elected office like R would actually fit in that new role. However, going around and talking to people and meeting people and confirming.
He's got a 4-inch inseam. He's also had 4 men inseminate him.
A lot of beliefs about the cabal and the deep state and, things that we've been talking about for a long time. That's going to go a really, really, really long way. Really long way. Oh, I had a question from earlier. Excuse me, that I read and I thought was a good question. When they looked into the future with Prism, did the rapture already happen? So the
rapture.
Let me make sure I read that right.
You post-trib or pre-trib?
Project Looking Glass. Prism was an anecdote of Project Looking Glass, but that wasn't really the same. So we're talking about Looking Glass. And I can only tell you what I know because I wasn't, involved with every single project that had to do with Looking Glass or, any sort of that type of project. And as far as I know, no. I don't have any information.
I thought you had to go to update them to Windows 98 or something. Wasn't that what you did for Looking Glass?
That anything, I think I would know that. I think that.
Yes, he always sets like a fucking woman. I've never seen a man set like that. Never in an office chair. I've seen plenty of females do it, right? He sets Indian style, crisscross applesauce in his computer chair. I've never seen a man do that. Never. That's something he does.
That would have been some sort of chatter that would have been made available to me, to someone in my position, and I've not heard anything about that at all.
That would have been made available to my position. He just finished talking about how he's wrong and not in charge of anything, and he can't decide what they tell him, what they don't tell him. He just has to do it. But now someone in his position would know. Someone in this position would know. Okay? I'm just telling you.
A lot of people talking about the Q clock. All right, first of all, let me tell you this. The only forums that are authorized for Q are,
Notre Dame and Michigan. That's right.
Were 4chan and then 8chan, now 8kun. Any other
8kun? Tell me you've never heard anybody say 8kun without telling me.
Website not associated with those channels is not run by me or anyone else that I know. So these countdowns that keep seeming to go off and then reset and whatever, it's possible that that's related to something, but I'm not aware of it. And if I'm not aware of it, I kind of want to say that, I don't know.
I wish I need that clip of him throwing his leg up in the air like that and saying, "You see my turtle? See my turtle?"
Is it possible someone just made a website? Was it called QOfficial? Whatever? I don't know. Is it possible somebody just made a website and just started up a timer with a countdown just to keep everybody looking there instead of looking over somewhere else? It's possible. I don't know that to be true, but it's possible. So I don't know. I don't know anything about it being any sort of validation for anything. We'll go to Rumble.
Damn, he knew the website right off the
really
top of his
going on
head.
in the U.S. border? Well, let me tell you this. I told you the other night that everything that you see happening is being given to us and told to us, but it's already happened. So we're seeing a drip and drab, storyline. But the things that we are seeing happened a while ago, such as the border crisis. Now, prior to Trump getting into
years
office
ago,
the first time in 2016, we had no wall, right? He ran his campaign on build a wall, build a wall, build a wall. And everyone's like, yeah, build a wall. And guess what? He got an office and what did he do? He built a wall. But do you know why he built the wall? Because we had a border
built the wall
crisis. So the wall went up, and I think something like 10% of the wall is not done, 15%. Why wouldn't the border crisis?
Some of the wall is a single strand. Some of the wall is a single strand of barbed wire fence, and they're calling it completed wall.
Be worse pre-wall. Doesn't that logically make sense to you? If you have this whole open border on the southern half of the country, right? And then you closed up 90% of the border. Don't you think that most of the crisis would be taken care of? So why is there a crisis now that there is a wall?
No, because the 10 to probably 35%, it's probably more realistic, is the places where they do the most crossings at, the hardest places to control, and have always been some of the hardest places to control. Instead
of before when there wasn't. Isn't that like a logical question for someone to ask? Oh, well, maybe it's because this whole crisis thing happened years ago. And We stopped it already, and now we're finding out about it, but we're painting the Biden administration to look so incompetent and inept. And Kamala Harris has done nothing but make a fool out of herself every time she opens her mouth about the border. We've had press secretaries in the White House lie to us about the border. The only reason you know about the border is because you hear about the border on the news. Now, I acknowledge that there's still a small portion of the border that's open, but do you think that is now easier to police now that the wall is up? It's not like they took a wall down, and even if they did, wouldn't the border crisis be worse pre-wall? So this is just another one of those things that is being fed to us slowly through the media. They want us to be pissed off. They want us to be scared. They want to highlight all of the ineptitude of the Biden administration and the non-stance and the non-movements to show you what that party has really cared about for years. It's all an education game. It's all to wake up the masses. And, you know, I get and people say it in the chat, in the Telegram chat quite often, actually, and it boggles my mind. Oh, well, another day came and nothing's happening. Really? Nothing's happening? Right. Nothing's happening. That statement is just so obtuse. It's just so ignorant, and it shows that who's actually paying attention and who's not, you know?
So if you think nothing's happening because nothing's happening, it's because you're not paying attention enough.
Is the QFS, you know? No, that's not what I was referring to. It's from Hops8, group question. I don't know from where, but does the first arrest, maybe they're having like a watch party, Phil? That'd be cool, right? All the trolls just yell, ew. I love it. Does the first arrest in the Q drop still need to happen publicly to move forward? To move forward? The first arrest in the Q drops is John Podesta, right? So I think what you're asking me is, does Podesta have to publicly get arrested in order for everything else to happen? And the answer is obviously no, because...
Didn't he predict the first arrest? He made fun of Juanito, 107, for saying the first arrest was Trump. Then he came out like a couple weeks later saying the first arrest would be Trump. Now it's Podesta?
We've already had a lot of things after the Podesta post happen, and things continue to happen that Q had referenced and shed light on that were previously in the dark. So if you look at all of the other Q, I mean, we got, how did Q know that Kevin Kleinsmith was going to be arrested? How did Q know that, how did Q have access to Donald Trump? Did you ever see the photos that were taken and posted to the boards? Like, it's a photo standing behind Trump while Trump is like tweeting. Who takes that photo? And it's posted.
Roger Stone.
So that's why when
or someone who has access to Twitter and saw it as well.
When people say, oh, Q-tards, and, you know, they always resort to insults when it comes to Q if they're liberal, especially.
Yeah, the people that live on the border are pretty pissed about Phil saying there is no border crosses.
But how could you deny that Q, or the Q group, did not or does not have access to Donald Trump? And that's just one photo that I'm thinking of with him looking down at his phone. There's another one where he's looking down at his phone or in his computer screen or something, and his reflection is in the computer screen or the device screen, whatever it was. And somebody snapped that photo. Who gets that photo? Who has unfettered access to the president where they can walk behind them and I didn't, it wasn't me, don't look at me, but someone does. And it's not a nobody. So to better answer your question, no, that doesn't necessarily have to happen for anything.
They weren't that many good. Yeah, there weren't that many good photos. And a lot of them can be traced back to different places. Somebody posted on Twitter, someone posted them here, someone posted them there.
To go, you know, in any kind of order, but it will happen. Lisa Fox, hi Phil, a recent Suits clip, my show, had 102 remaining on the TV. Post 102 reads longitude and latitude in Manila. For UDT green, could UDT stand for underwater demolition team? As a UDT is Lisa, you and your digging. I could have used you many years ago.
Many years ago, I could have used you. I could have used you.
Oof. Your question to me is, does UDT stand for underwater demolition team? And the answer is yes. And the rest of your post, I'm not even going to talk about because it's too deep. Oh, you got static?
You could just fix that, but UDT is urine drug testing.
Should be better. Heart-centered patriot, $17 Rumble rant. Will government try to confiscate our bullion for solar panels?
So he just said, see, lets Lori make up whatever the fuck she wants, and she always says, you're right. I could have used you.
For instance, if metals become nationalized, why or why not? No, they will not. And in fact, they cannot under the next financial system that we're going to, because when metals were confiscated before, $17 Rumble rant. Will government try to confiscate our bullion for solar panels? For instance, if metals become nationalized, why or why not? No, they will not. And
absolutely, they will. So, like, if for some reason gold becomes super scarce, and we absolutely need it to fucking switch over power, or do something new, or revamp the grid, or what, they absolutely will. They've done it before, and they'll do it again.
And in fact, they cannot under the next financial system that we're going to.
I could have used you back when I was asking Chipotle mayo, or no. You could have got one of those fancy green handled knives that cuts bread so good.
Because when metals were confiscated before, by mandate through the government, they weren't backing any currency. This time with our new currency, metals are going to back the currency. So the dollar, as you've seen, is flailing.
I think Phil has a problem with him being wrong. People calling him out, obviously. So there's no way that he would fix it now because I've stated what the problem is. So he's stuck in this thing. He has to keep telling people that he's right, but he doesn't want to fix it and prove that I'm right because that would, even though no one would fucking know, that'd make him feel like a piece of shit.
Like it's literally worth nothing. I think the Chinese and Russia, was it? I don't know, 2 superpowers just did a huge transaction with BRICS, and they always do it with the dollar. They left the dollar out. The dollar is gone. I don't know. I mean, you see that,
gone.
A can of Crush costs like $2.99, right? Nothing.
So wait. A can of Crush costs $2.99. Wrong. No canned sodas cost $3 here. But just the fact that you said costs $2.99 means the dollar is not gone. And that would be $2.99. It didn't say can of Crush, 4 grains of pure gold, did it?
Nothing costs what it used to. The average mortgage under Joe Biden, the mortgage payment is like $3,300 now.
It feels mad because they were talking about, people were complaining that under Biden gas prices are dropping. He's like, tell me that, which it is a lot cheaper. I think me and Mariah paid like $230 something for it the other day. And it costs less than $50 to fill our car up, which has been a long time since that happened. Usually when I fill it up, it's like 53, 56, something. It was like 48, something. And it was, the fuel light was on, like when I usually get gas. He's like, oh, tell me when it's under $2 a gallon. I'll hear it.
I think under Trump it was $1,700, of course it was. But anything that backs a currency, like a metal, can never be confiscated from you because they're actually confiscating money off of you. And the confiscation, when it happened in the past, happened because of the cabal. The cabal in the future economics.
Okay. So it was the cabal confiscating it. But now that the cabal's gone, this thing that I admit that I made up, that you can't prove, that you can't see, you can't talk about, that no one else is talking about except for Q-tard leaders, they did it and now they're gone. So they couldn't possibly do it. They can't do it because it'd be taking money from you. Yeah, it was taking money from people when they did it the first time.
System in the future world that we're going to live in is defunct. So that's why not. Happily.
Lisa, that's very funny. That's a funny comment. Hold on. Lisa, and you're digging. I could have used you many years ago when I needed to dig the lettuce from the walk-in cooler. That's right.
Benham, happily Benham. If the Supreme Court.
Yeah, the problem with the gas deal that Trump did. First of all, he pissed off Saudi Arabia pretty bad. In one of the deals he did, but he made a deal that was technically at the time so good, he just didn't follow through with what he promised them. He did a deal that's so good, it put a lot, without shutting down oil for EPA or whatever, it put a lot of oil production in the U.S. just couldn't compete. They couldn't keep it cheap enough, right? So a lot of them closed up. They usually don't close permanently. They just like lock it up, stop pumping, stop producing. And then you can't just, the next day when gas prices go up because Saudi Arabia is pissed at the deal they made with Trump that he never delivered on, you can't just flip a switch and turn it on. Right now we're putting out a shit ton of oil and oil prices are dropping, but it takes a while to get it all started again.
Rules that Trump has presidential immunity from prosecution. How does that work regarding prosecuting Obama, Bush's, and others publicly for treason? No one has prosecutional immunity from treason. That's not, you are never immune from treason, no matter who you are. Presidential immunity doesn't even cover treason. So if the courts rule, which they will, that Trump is immune from prosecution for these crimes that they're trumped up against him, no pun intended. That's why I don't do puns, because I lose my train of thought. I'm like a squirrel. The immunity will, nothing, you can never get immunity for treason, sedition, acts of war, crimes, war crimes, anything like that. So Obama and the rest of them that you mentioned have no out there. Lisa Fox again, group question. Why was Operation Warp Speed implemented under Trump if COVID wasn't real and simply the flu? Well, remember what Operation Warp Speed was.
Yes, so Trump went to them during COVID and told them to produce more and drop the price and blah, blah, blah. And he was going to do something for them. I can't remember what it was. And then he called them back and told them that if they didn't cut oil production, that he couldn't guarantee that we would provide them military assets and protection. Like, he really pissed off OPEC and a lot of the countries in OPEC. Didn't deliver on his promises. They cut production on their own once they saw that he was not going to deliver. And by that time, we had so much oil being produced overseas, cheap oil being produced overseas, that a lot of our companies closed up shop. And then when you go to start a fucking factory again, it's not like turn on a light. It takes years to have everybody come in, this verified, this certified, re-weld, x-ray, it takes a while for not only to start the factory back up, to get that first little bit you pumped out into barrels and shipped somewhere and processed.
Operation Warp Speed was to hurry up with the vaccine, right? Because the cabal had a very bad vaccine that if you put inside of you, it would kill you either on the spot or lead to serious, health conditions down the road, just like we've seen over the last couple of years now. Warp speed was to get a different vaccine out there and distributed. This was back when the cabal was still, they still had some powers in certain areas, especially the pharmaceutical
different one.
So
when Trump says take the vaccine and people boo him, he's talking about a different one. They just don't know it yet.
You could imagine this. You're playing chess. I don't know if you guys play chess, but if you do, you got the opponent's rook, 2 of his bishops, a knight, and several pawns. He's only got a couple pawns, but he just captured your queen. You're still in good board position, right? But he's got his queen. You don't. You have all those other pieces, but it's kind of could go either way now. That game could turn quick. That's kind of where we were in 21. I think the White Hat should have done something completely different right after the election fraud happened. I don't think they were prepared for it. I don't think the situation we're in right now is where they ideally wanted to be. I think some things got messed up, and they improvised. And we've been living through that improvisation. So I think warp speed was to manufacture a better, safe vaccine that had nothing to do with the actual COVID virus, because the COVID virus wasn't a virus. It was just a piece of shit, bullshit, thing. So I don't believe for one second that warp speed had anything to do with COVID. It was just to circumvent the cabal and the deep state's nefarious plan to vaccinate people with, keep in mind, the vaccine was supposed to go with 5G. You put that stuff in your body, 5G is activated, now it does something to your body. I don't know if it controls your mind, I don't know if it just makes you drop dead on the spot, I don't know if it makes you fall ill, I don't know. But that plan was thwarted. So that hopefully answers that question for you. 98C, is the USDebtClock.org tied to Q? I noticed the site was registered on 11/3/08 and expires 17 years later on 11/3/25. Very interesting. Plan was thwarted. So that hopefully answers that question for you. 98C, is the USDebtClock.org tied to Q? I noticed the site was registered on 11/3/08 and expires 17 years later on 11/3/25. Very interesting messages on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. We control that debt clock we have for a long time.
We control that debt clock.
USDebtClock.org tied to Q. I noticed the site was registered on 11/3/08 and expires 17 years later on 11/3/25. Very interesting messages on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. We control that debt clock we have for a long time. I don't want to say tied to Q, but what I will say is that it has a purpose and a function, and I don't think you guys have actually seen. Well, I know that you haven't seen the actual purpose and the function of that yet, but we got it for a reason, and we're just not at that point yet. But hope to be real soon. Lisa Fox again. Hi, Phil. Just so you guys know, she's paying for every one of these questions, so I have to read them. Did you ever take a photo outside the entrance at Gitmo, perhaps holding a G1 sign? Oh.
He's already said several times he's never been to Gitmo.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't remember. This was a long time ago. 20 years. That's very possible, but I'm not sure. I don't know why you asked that. You must have found something, huh? Oh, the video, this is from Hops 8. The video of Suits landed on 2 minutes, 21 seconds, talking about the minute mark. Same as the movie Leave the World Behind. You had words equals 5. Suits, Rocky, Lewis, and 8. I see what you're doing. Mr. Pool posted at 507-705. Q drop says 5 in brackets. Are you pointing to Q drop 55? Yes. Good digging there.
Good digging there.
What's the deal seeing that Telegram is going to start charging $4.99 starting next month? I haven't seen that. $499 a month? I don't believe that's charging $4.99. Start digging there. What's the deal seeing that Telegram is going to start charging $4.99 starting next month? I haven't seen that. $499 a month? I don't believe that's.
Yeah, 500. Telegram's going to start charging $500 a month for everybody. You're right, Phil. That's what he meant.
I don't believe that's accurate. And if it is, it's the first time hearing about it. And if that's the case, that sucks. We'll transition off there. I'm not. That's dumb. Hops again. You said, remember when I said I was a catfish? I said I wish I was a catfish. And you have more than you know. 56 letters. You also get 56 Q drop that says you have more than you know.
He said, I wish I wouldn't have been catfished. I think that's what he meant.
No, 56 in Gematria equals the end. 56 mirrored 65 is Barack Obama. Is it the end for Barack Obama publicly? You guys are really good. Let me say this. Yeah, Barack's going to be in I hate calling him by his first name because he's such a fucking pansy. But sorry for the kids. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry about that. I don't curse. It's a family-friendly program, and I don't curse, so I'm sorry about that. Here's Lindsey Graham loves... Oh, somebody got him. Somebody was trying to tell you that I'm a sex offender. The troll over there was. Look it up.
Uh-oh.
Go look up the Pennsylvania Megan's Law or whatever it is. Let me know if you find my name on there. Is it?
Yeah, when did that go into effect? A year after you were charged and a few months before you pled guilty? That was weird, huh?
Obama's going to be coming into the news publicly sooner rather than...
To be fair, they already had a registry law when it was in effect. What happened... So, from what I know from... I had a consultation with a lawyer from Pennsylvania back in the day. From what I know is he would have had to have been charged with a law in effect. So, what changed was they moved anything sexual and changed it. In 2010, December of 2010, they changed anything sexual with that, the morals of a minor. Anything sexual became a felony and registrable. That year, Phil took his deal. And I thought maybe he took his deal. Someone bought you 5 6-packs. Thank you. Thank you very much for the 6-packs. I thought originally the reason he signed the deal in November is because that law was going to go effect in December. But the lawyer told me that's not how it works. And since then, I've learned that's basically not how it works anywhere. He would have had to have been charged with it. So, like, let's say I commit murder today and get charged with it today, and we don't have a death penalty. And then my trial isn't for 2 years. So tomorrow, or let's say a week from now, they enact the death penalty. I could not face the death penalty because I've already been charged. A lot of some states even do it on when you committed the crime. So, like, if I committed a crime, murder, knowing that our state doesn't have a death penalty, and then I didn't get found out for 5 years, and by that 5 years, there's death penalty on the table. Some states do it on the date the crime was committed if they can prove when you committed the crime. Other states do it based on when you're charged. But he wouldn't have faced that anyways. I thought at first that was true, but he wouldn't have faced that anyways unless he wouldn't have been charged until 2010.
And later, I don't know exactly when, but I do believe you're going to see the Obamas, not just Barack, in the news. And there's a very good decode that you did there, but you're missing something. There's something that you missed. Although it was a good decode. Got the static again?
Static.
D live. Oh. I'm here. You guys see me and hear me on locals? Okay. Go ahead, D live. Have McAfee's files been released? Will his files take many down? McAfee's been a white hat for a while. He knew that he was under attack from deep state and cabal for a long time, and we've had McAfee's files. You know, it's
okay.
A lot of the. I shouldn't say that. There was a lot gained by things that McAfee kept and had, and it helped formulate some of the plan to catch a lot of these guys. It was more mid-level things, but a lot of the mid-level things, you know, you have, let's say, 50 mid-level items combined, and then that would get you up a rung of the ladder to the cabal, and then those 50 mid-level things would transition to maybe 10 or 15 mid-high level.
Mid-high levels.
And then those 10 or 15 would transition all the way up to the top to maybe just one, or maybe just below the top. So he had a lot of things in the middle that once you piece them together.
So we had middle, we had middle high level, then we had middle high level, and then we had high level. And some of those transition to different levels.
Other intel that the white hats had, it started to make sense in terms of how you get the people up top with the people in the middle. I know that might sound a little, you know, all over the place, but it's true. Is the Trump Reno visit related to the Treasury being there and the NESARA announcement? Yes, very good. You guys got that one.
There you go.
Good job. I don't want to say the NESARA announcement because I don't know,
they just did his intel for him.
But it is related to the Treasury. And that's exactly why Trump is in Reno. Are Tu and Kaylee related? Yes. Yes, they are. So you guys are putting that together too, huh? So
number two. So this is back to his Ezra Cohen Watnick. This is another theory out there that Ezra Cohen Watnick's actually a son of one of the Kennedys, and his sister's Kaylee McEnany. This is the first time I heard it come from Mike Penny.
Proud to have a smart group like you guys. I like to think it's because I'm an amazing teacher, and it's probably also because I'm charming and extremely handsome and charismatic as well. Incredibly smart and just super.
He's just doing this to watch the trolls' heads explode. Except that he loves doing this.
Friendly. So if you put all those things together, I think.
Even though he's going to play like it's a joke with fake laughter and his fake, way too white fucking teeth that are too big for his fucking tiny little head. He loves doing this. He loves this. The same way he loves posting about his house and his new car. And he's like, I'm doing a decode dancing video because I'm a 12-year-old girl on TikTok. But really, he just wants you to see he bought a new car.
You know, that's why you guys are smart, because of me. Right? No, wrong. So dumb. I'm such an idiot. Sorry. I hate being an idiot.
Such an idiot. God, I'm such a big silly goose. Such a big silly goose. I wish you'd fucking bring that over here, that big one, and goose me with it. I'm such a silly goose.
All right, back to locals.
His proportions are way fucking off. I don't know why it's like he went to the dentist and it's like, what can I do for you today? And he's like, how about hurt your eyes white and one size, 2 sizes too big for my mouth? Got anything that looks like chiclets that have been touched by the hand of God? Say no more, fam. I got you.
What is the intel on President Trump you mentioned coming back sooner than you expected? That was the intel. I wasn't told why he was going to be coming back, if that's what you're asking. I wasn't told why he was going to come back sooner than expected. I was just told that it was accelerated and he's going to be back before we...
So he's like, I've got major intel. Trump's going to be back quicker than I thought. Then he canceled his show 4 times. So they're like, what was this about? Trump's going to be... I don't know exactly. I was just kind of told he may or probably might be back. Or I don't know. I have no idea.
Before they thought sooner than...
God, his fans fucking hate him.
I wasn't told...
He canceled him. He canceled the show leading up to this. So that's what I was talking about. He shut down his chat right after this, of course.
Why he was going to be coming back, if that's what you're asking. I wasn't told why he was going to come back sooner than... what is the intel on President Trump? You mentioned coming back sooner than you expected.
Don't soil Doug Funny's name. I love Doug. Patty, you're the mayo. I'm a sandwich.
I wasn't told why he was going to be coming back, if that's what you're asking. I wasn't told why he was going to come back sooner than expected. I was just told that it was accelerated and he's going to be back.
Think big.
Before they thought. What was the event that was the catalyst to that happening? I'm not sure that I wasn't told that.
Wasn't told that.
That alone was good news, for me.
But that was your huge intel that you canceled like 14 days. What the fuck is going on with this person's leg that I keep seeing up here in the top right? What is going on here? I don't like this, Phil. Is that what Phil DeGreens does to you?
Me, I guess, we're not meant to know yet exactly those finer details. You're
drumming on a street light, banging on a banjo, drumming on a street light.
Gonna make me throw up. Probably because of what you said. What I said about I hope you don't throw up. Or maybe it's the virus, the thing. You're gonna make me throw up. Probably because of what you said.
Here's what I don't get. You may be looking for hope. You may be looking for it anywhere. You may genuinely believe that Joe Biden is a lizard person, satanic pedophile who's coming for literally your grandkid. Like he has your grandkid on a list, like he's checking off naughty or nice, but instead of naughty or nice, it's like, well, Trevor has a nice ass. And you may be looking for hope anywhere. Oh, Trump's secretly president? Oh, Joe Biden's secretly alone? Oh, this is all a movie? Sure. But one thing you cannot deny when you watch Phil, it's not human. His emotions are not genuine. He can't express sadness or happiness. He can't laugh. He can't have a genuine moment with you. He can't fake wipe away his tears that don't exist without something feeling wrong inside. How are you not picking up on that? You've never seen another human in your entire life that hasn't been the worst actor you've ever seen, that's been in a movie or real life or a TV show that has these types of emotional reactions, and you're like, what the fuck why do I feel dirty? Why does it feel strange? Why am I having chest pains? He cannot express genuine human emotions. And he's mentioned it on the show before, and he's like, I guess according to all my trolls, I can't express emotions. Ha 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 ha. And it's just so fucking fake. If you've ever seen him laugh or fake cry or make a fake joke or act like he's the butt of the joke or try to dance in his car and you think that's genuine, maybe we should roll out the death penalty for senile elderly people. I don't know. Something. It's not. He can't do it.
What I said about I hope you don't throw up.
It genuinely makes me fucking, not like nauseous, but there's something wrong looking at it, right? It almost feels like there's like a knot in my stomach, like watching him try to express any type of emotion. And everybody should be picking up on that. Like, what? Why do I feel so strange when he's trying to express laughter? But they don't.
Oh. Or maybe it's the virus, the thing that it's not a virus, because viruses don't exist, but why did you say that nuclear weapons don't exist?
Oh, maybe it's a virus. But wait, viruses don't exist. But didn't you just have a stomach virus?
Because I don't think nuclear weapons exist.
Okay.
That's why I said that. Why do I think they don't exist? Because...
some people had family members and relatives that were at some of these test sites. I know somebody who has, through distant cousin relations, has someone that was on the fucking Enola Gay that dropped the bomb. at Sukkos, still not over the nuclear explosion, and big fan of Pearl Harbor, I hear. Why are you saying that nuclear weapons don't exist? Or it's just a big bomb? No, it isn't. It's a completely different thing.
Every physicist and every scientist back in the early 1900s and before that had all of these theories.
Uncanny Valley, yeah.
And the theories were backed up by research. And quantum theory was a big thing back then. And Robert Oppenheimer, who was the head.
He tried to show us a clip of Oppenheimer where someone says they did it. They split the atom. And he's like, no way. And he works it out on the board. And he's like, see, it's technically impossible by this theory. It's not possible. And then he's like, but they did it. And he's like, where? And he's like, next door. And he's like, oh my God, they did do it. And the guy says, theory can only take you so far. So the theory that you're working on can only take you so far. Here's a practical example. We actually did it right fucking here. We did it. And he's like, oh my God, I can't believe it. That doesn't prove your point. That proves that the consensus up to that point thought that you couldn't split an atom. It was the smallest particle. There's nothing you could do with it. Then they split the atom. And that opened up this gigantic energy release that, of course, somebody was going to put in a bomb. It's a gigantic energy release that can be used to, as far as like the size of an atom, that can be used, that can be chained together with other atoms exponentially. Hell, they thought the atmosphere might burn up when they fucking blew up the first one. They're like, send it. Fuck it. Who knows?
Head of the Manhattan Project.
It's such a dumb fucking argument.
Even his own beliefs went against the splitting of a nucleus of a uranium atom. And in order for you to have a nuclear weapon, this little tiny little uranium atom, okay? We all know uranium is nuclear active, they say, right? So plutonium, same thing. You just need, more of one and less of whatever. We don't have to get into the science. But in order to create a nuclear reaction, you have to take that tiny little uranium atom and find the nucleus of that atom and then split it apart. And then when it does split apart, it will create, in a matter of words, it will create a nuclear reaction. For years and years, everybody said...
No, you just have to split the atom. Some atoms exist in states where they are prone to split, where all we have to do is use like thermal, like heat, or fire a bunch of neutrons at them, and they're ready to go, right? And we use atoms that are already almost at a critical point where they're ready to split. And then we bathe them in fast-moving particles, and it rips them apart and breaks them down to simpler elements. The same way decomposition works, right? It breaks stuff down into simpler elements. When we fire neutrons at them, they're in a state where they don't like to be. They will hold together. They will be fine as long as nothing acts upon them, but they don't like to be in that state. So when we shoot neutrons at them, they already don't like to be in this state. We shoot neutrons at them. It strips stuff off and makes simpler compounds. And by doing that, it releases a ton of energy.
You can't do that. Like, it doesn't even make sense with all of the things we know about atoms and about, these elements and everything else, all this different physics and all this different science. Everyone said that it's literally impossible. Not that it can't be done because they didn't have the proper machinery or something like that. Just that
even to this day, it would probably be hard to show it would probably be to use modern quantum, chromodynamics and a chalkboard to show fission. But obviously it exists. What do you think happens at nuclear power plants?
it can't be done in theory. Like, you can't break apart that nucleus. That's not something that is able to be done.
The theory changes. The theory changes. We used to think that the Earth was the center of the universe. And someone would say, well, I think the sun's the center of the universe. They'd say, no, it's possible. Well, here's proof. Okay, theory changes.
In physics, for example, right now, as I sit...
Tell me about a watermelon, please.
Here right now, I cannot levitate. You could offer me all the money in the world. I can't levitate. And without the aid of a device to help me levitate, I'm never going to be able to levitate.
You don't think they could use a device to split an atom? So right now, you can't split an atom. And without the aid of a device, you can't split an atom. Without acting upon it in some way, you can't split an atom. That's the same example you're giving. I can't levitate. And without the aid of something acting upon it, the aid of a device, I can't levitate. Same thing with the atom.
It's physics.
We're going to split it by just sitting there and looking at it.
It's not possible I am more dense than the air that's around me. I cannot become less dense than the air that's around me and rise. Don't tell me about gravity. That's bullshit. It's density. And there's no way that my body can become less dense and go up without the aid of a device. That's just impossible. Now, splitting the nucleus of a uranium atom is equal.
I think, yeah, and same thing, tablet with helicopters. For a long time, they didn't think helicopters would be possible.
As impossible as that example. And I could give you 100 more examples. But all of this research said that you can't do it. Then suddenly, some newspaper article came out in Germany and said, they said, oh, we did.
That's probably why his dick doesn't work. Testosterone his dad was strung out on.
Gifted Betsmo a subscription.
Be honest
An
with you.
anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Betsmo.
Thank you very much for the gifted sub. I appreciate it.
Did it. And not only that, but they described how they did it in the article. And then instantly everybody knew how to do it. So suddenly we could split just, all these brilliant minds. Einstein, Oppenheimer, and I know they're all cabal, but hold on, I'll get to that.
I had to read back through. I saw you guys talking about birth defects and shit. I wanted to make sure we weren't spiraling into. I saw it's from radiation and shit. To make sure we weren't spiraling back into like some type of fucking anti-vax shit.
We did it. And not only that, but they described how they did it in the article. And then instantly everybody knew how to do it. So suddenly we could split just, all these.
That's how scientific publications work. Like, I figured something out. Here's how we did it. Then there's a process called peer review, where not only do they check your math and your calculations and your theory, but they actually do it as well. So when they publish this for peer review and said, we've done it. Here's how we did it. Here's the calculations. Here's what happened. Here's the theory we think's behind it. They literally did it next door in the movie clip you shown. He's like, who did it? Where? Someone else has done it? Yeah, next door in our lab right over there. That's how it works.
Brilliant minds. Einstein, Oppenheimer, and I know they're all cabal, but hold on, I'll get to that. Excuse me. All these brilliant minds said that it wasn't possible. Knew that it wasn't possible. And then suddenly it was possible. And I was like, yay. You know why? Because they wanted to scare everybody. They wanted to frighten everybody. Oppenheimer was paid off. Einstein was paid off. All of them became part of the cabal.
Okay.
And now everyone thinks nuclear weapons exist. Let me ask you a question.
Oppenheimer's cabal.
Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Has a nuclear weapon ever been dropped anywhere? Have you ever seen a dirty bomb?
Nuclear weapons have been dropped places. Yes. They've been tested places. They've been dropped places. Sure. A dirty bomb is not a nuclear weapon. Okay? A dirty bomb is usually some type of conventional explosives. Dynamite, C4, HME, something like that. And then they just throw radioactive material on it. But the radioactive material didn't cause the explosion, right? It's just blowing up from conventional, but they threw something on it that's radioactive to get it in the air, to get it in the water, to get it in the rain, to get it in your lungs, to get radiation poisoning, right? Not the same. It would be something low budget country, third world country, terrorist, something. This is not a nuclear weapon.
Have you ever seen another nuclear explosion anywhere other than Japan? Nope. And don't tell me there was a nuclear meltdown
At all the tests. They even videotaped them for you.
Chernobyl and all this bullshit. Chernobyl was a playground for the cabal. They trafficked out of there.
Okay.
That's why they didn't want you to go anywhere near.
What about Fukushima?
Oh, the levels are so high. We gotta build this big dome over it. No, they built the dome so you didn't see what was going on in the massive tunnel system that was involved in Ukraine.
Oh my God. Like a tunnel system they might use at a nuclear power plant? Weird. You have to have a tunnel system and a nuclear power plant.
Everything's a lie, guys. Everything. There's no nuclear weapons.
I guess you don't have to, but that's conventionally how they're built. Steam pipes, waterways, pass back to the condenser.
All the nuclear footage of Chernobyl and Nagasaki, it all looks fake. Now, listen, people were killed. I absolutely believe people were killed. I believe that there were drums.
It looks fake.
No doubt. Killed people. They dropped it on civilians. Somebody dropped a...
I have not done a mushroom update today. I'm going to eat some mushrooms later today. Plumper's doing good. There's another big one right in front of it. I haven't taken a picture of it today, and I feel like it's grown another fucking inch. It's crazy. But the ones that I was really excited about, the ones that are called Natalensis, I think's the way you say it. They're the South American super strain. I just opened the pan up today, and they are ready to go into fruiting conditions. So are all my jars. So I've got to buy some more totes and plumb it all up because all my shit's ready now, and I only have the 2 totes. So I got to buy some new totes and then run all the lines to them. This is the new one. It's probably up to here now, and it's starting to open up already. This is Plumper that we're always talking about. I don't know if this one aborted or what. It's got like bruising right there where I guess like the veil like started to pull apart, or the head of it started to pull apart. Kind of like a little circumcision scar. But then it just kind of quit growing, and then now this one's taken off. You can also see the head of one right here beside chat. That one's kind of taken off. And this cake over here probably has 50 of them on it. They're not getting real tall. And I don't know if it's because this cake's so thin. So if you don't know, you see how this cake over here looks bigger? It's twice as thick. So what I did with these cakes, I put a half a jar in here and an equal amount of substrate. You can go 1 to 1 substrate, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4 is what most people recommend. Between 1 to 1 and 1 to 4. But I probably didn't add enough. It's half a jar and then half a jar of substrate. This one's a full jar and a full jar of substrate, and it's twice as thick. And it seems to be doing better. Maybe these just don't have enough energy in them to fucking get real tall. Either way, I'm going to collect them. I mean, even if they're little like this little dot right here, it's still the same effect. But yeah, they are growing. They are doing well.
A really massive bomb on your city. Would civilians die? Yeah. What if they dropped it on Manhattan? Big enough bomb, take out the whole city and then some. That's what happened back then. But there's no nuclear bombs. There's no nuclear anything. Nuclear scientists are studying theory. Theory that was put there to give them something to do.
This just blows my mind. That people would just accept this and then repeat it. I have changed the fuel rods in a reactor. I have taken the fuel rod components out, put them in containment, taken a new fuel rod, lowered it in a reactor. But Phil says it doesn't exist. Seen it. Been there.
Dude, it's just, the world is a lie, guys. Always has been. Are the White Hats cleaning up?
There's two different things. There's psilocin. There's psilocybin, which in your body breaks down to psilocin, and then there's psilocin in there as well. Those are the two things. So you can either get it straight, which the psilocin, am I even saying that right? Anyways, it starts breaking down immediately in the plant. So like that's why you have to dry them quick once you pick them, and the longer you store it. But the psilocybin's more stable, but your body has to pull it in and change it over. I think it's the way it works. I could be wrong. I haven't read about it in a while, but they work.
Michigan, something's going on in Michigan. Please tell us about Q. It's kind of a
something going on in Michigan. Something going on in Michigan. I heard a train derailed in Michigan carrying strawberry milk or something.
Are the White Hats cleaning up Michigan? Something going on in Michigan. Please tell us about Q. It's kind of a broad question. What do you think? Like, what do you want me to tell you about? I don't know what you want me to, I can't answer that. I'm sorry. Who is the toppled and broken king that conceded defeat in the picture?
I know there's been a bunch of stuff talking about underground bunkers and shit, and Mark Zuckerberg building one in Hawaii. I'm going to be honest with you. If I was as wealthy as any of these people, I would have a bunker already. No matter if everybody's like, we're all getting along, and other people are like, it's the end of the world. It doesn't matter. I'd already have one. And I'm sure this isn't even his first one. I would have one. I would never be able to pass a drug test, and I would have a bunker.
For this live? Great question. It's a very observant question, and I'm going to throw that back at you guys. I think you guys should tell me what that answer is. I want you to go look that up. I think that's good homework for you guys. And if somebody gets it on Telegram, I'll answer it on Telegram. I'll forward it to the announcer.
Oh, what was it?
I conceded defeat in the picture for this live. Who is the toppled and broken king that conceded defeat in the picture for this live? Great question. It's a very observant question, and I'm going to throw that back at you guys. I think you guys should tell me what that answer is.
Okay, so I need you. I haven't made up a lie yet, so I need you to do it.
Go look that up. I think that's good homework for you guys. And if somebody gets it on Telegram, I'll answer it on Telegram. I'll forward it to the
every house I had would have probably like a panic room and an armory, and that would have access to like a hatch you could crawl down and get to. Every house I owned, if I had to gut the whole thing to do it, if I was that wealthy, every house I owned would have it.
Announcements channel, and I'll confirm it for you. If somebody gets it on Telegram, I'll answer it on Telegram. I'll forward it to the announcements channel, and I'll confirm it for you. Lisa Fox, Phil, you mentioned suits a lot, meaning show. One day your page posted the word Grays. Were you pointing to lawyers and doctors, as in Grey's Anatomy, being brought to justice? No. No, Grey's had nothing to do with suits or anything like that at all. It was something else, though. No one mentioned Grey's to me until just now. That question doesn't make sense. I can't answer that question about two.
Greys are aliens.
I'm sorry?
He said they didn't exist.
Group question. If the people who have foreign currency and or bonds will exchange for new currency, as in the rainbow U.S. note, at banks and or redemption centers before January 2024. Well, I don't know if it'll be before January 24. That I have no idea, but I do.
Right, because he can't say that anymore because he spent the last 4 years saying it'll be next month, and people are calling him out now. Now he has no idea when it'll be.
No, that you'll have a window of opportunity.
Lisa better get to digging. That's right.
Digitally.
We need some fucking shredded iceberg stat.
Or in some cases, it'll have to be in person. Like, for example, if you have cash under your mattress, you can't digitally exchange that cash. So you would have to, do it in person. So it depends on the type of currency you have and depends on a whole bunch of things. But I don't know the instructions or the directions for that just yet. We just got to kind of sit and wait. It's from Old Dog 70. When this movie finally ends, will we be going back to the Julian calendar and going to the correct 13-month year and change to the correct new year? That's above my pay grade. I don't know. I don't know. There are...
Phil, I guess Phil just sits around and watches Discovery Channel. He's like, commercials over, laugh out loud, lays back down watching Oak Island on history and folds arms above head so I can breathe. I swear Oak Island is going to release a lot of clues soon. And so perhaps maybe Blind Frog Ranch. Those are just 2 shows that are on the History Channel about fucking treasure hunters and weirdos.
Benefits, there are pros and cons of doing what you just said.
Some of them are all right. You just have to know that it's fucking staged. It's all staged. How do you think they have a cliffhanger at the end of every season where they're just about to get the gold or the prize or figure it out? The next season, it's all a big reset for 10 more episodes.
I'm not the one to weigh those pros and cons and make a decision, and I haven't heard otherwise, so I'm sorry, but I don't know the answer to that question. By the way, if you guys are watching on Rumble, if you could give the video a quick thumbs up, that'll push the algorithm out to more. You can see our audience grows every day. Hit about 24 million at top so far across 5 platforms. So we gain new members all the time. And by the way, if you are a new member, or if you just haven't done this yet,
he just looks over to the side to his special algorithm that only he can see.
Get your butt over to goldquiz.com. We have more pending deals to close this month in December than we had in the previous 4 months combined. Putting that wealth into precious metals. I strongly diversify right now and take your 401k.
Another commercial.
Okay. At the end, it's going to tell you, yeah, you want to know more? Contact us. We're experts. They know exactly what they're doing. And free pamphlet or something.
At the end, is the only question that matters is do you have $50,000 in a 401k to invest? If you say yes, you get gold quiz or you get gold co. If you say no, you get Phil Silver.
And then they'll contact you. They ask you some more questions to verify some things. They are experts. They know exactly what they're doing. And having your wealth in
we need to get Lisa to Oak Island.
Precious metals, in my opinion, is the way to go. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. We could watch all these predictions from now to Kingdom Come. Big Swear saying gold and silver. All these guys, these experts saying gold and silver. Everybody predicting, these big crashes. Truthfully, none of them know. None of them know what's really going to happen. But what we can do is look at the data and make a very educated guess as to where the future economy is going to be. I'm not a financial expert. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just telling you based on the things that I've seen, which I encourage you to research yourself. Having your wealth in gold and silver, especially in the form of an IRA or 401k, is the way to go. A precious metals IRA or 401k is exactly the same as a non-precious metals 401k or IRA, except it's metal. It's not dollar bills.
Well, we've read some of the fine print about it's collector coins. And they store it all together. You don't even know which ones you've got. But they're the experts picking out the collector coins that they know will go up in value. Then when people say, hey, I've lost 40 or 60% over the last 3 months I've been there, you're like, shut up! You'll be a millionaire when my predictions come right. But I'm not a financial advisor.
Which are worthless anymore. Almost worthless. Soon to be completely worthless. But you actually have metals. I saw a comment. I actually responded to it on Telegram earlier today, and it said, wow, I just bought this silver last week because I thought this weekend it would go through the roof. And then the same comment said, what a waste. And I said, a waste? How is it a waste? You still have the metal, right? Did the metal just vanish? Because
by your own logic here, I just bought a stock because I thought it was going to shoot up through this weekend. What a waste. Why a waste? You still own that stock. That company still has value in it, right? Even if they go bankrupt, they could liquidate everything. You'll still make some money off of it, right? Well,
the price didn't go up. You still have the metal. So just hold on to it and watch.
That's the same argument about anything you invest in.
It's not a waste. Maybe,
you could say that about Bitcoin. I thought Bitcoin was going to go to the moon. What a waste. Well, you still have the Bitcoin, right?
Valuation didn't happen when you wanted it to or when we all wanted it to, but definitely not a waste. Terrible comment. Is Cash Patel son of Queen Diana? No. It's from Eve, 1991. Phil, are we going to see something significant exposed, released before end of Christmas Day 23? Or if not, will we see something before the end of December? To be honest with you, Eve, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
He's way, way, way backed up. He used to get a question like, before Christmas? Yep. Before the end of the year? Yep. Trump back before the end of the year? Yep. Nisargasara before Christmas? Yep. Now he's like, I don't know.
At this point, I can tell you this. Everything's ready. Everything's ready to go. This presidential
already in the oven.
Is big. Because if the president is immune from prosecution, what else could Trump do? Ever think of that? If he can't be prosecuted because he has presidential immunity, what does that enable him to do that he hasn't done yet?
That'd be the dumbest fucking thing in the world. He's not president anymore, and he can't be prosecuted at all. So what would he do? Well, fuck, that sounds horrible. What if he shows up and fucking rapes your wife and murders your kids?
For a lot of you, I think he just clicked, right?
Oh, okay.
He can do anything he wants. Can he not?
That sounds like a horrible place to be. I don't want to live there.
Thank goodness he's a good guy.
Let's just trust he's a good guy. Got it. I want to know, are we warming or are we toasting? Because toasting takes quite a bit longer, especially If it's the Italian herbs and cheese, you got to heat that shit up on the outside and the inside.
Are you related to General Patton? No. No, I'm not. 98C, $17 Rumble rant. I've
He'll be patting the back of your daughter when he sits on her lap.
heard numerous banks already have the new currency in their vaults. I've also seen depictions of new currency on usdebtclock.org website. Any idea if either of those are true?
No, you haven't. The people who come forward and say, I work for a bank and we got a special train, they're always liars. They're always fucking liars.
Yeah, both of them are actually true. I displayed some mock-up drawings of what the currency was going to look like. I did a live like 2 years ago on this. It's really cool looking.
Yeah, it's an art project from a Canadian artist. And it has people on the moon on it, remember? And you're like, I don't know why they put people on the moon on there. Moon's plasma.
Stuff. But yes, many banks have already taken delivery of.
Remember?
It's been massively printed. This is happening not only in the United States, but abroad.
He did already assure us that the EBS will be at the end of the year because Russia is going to invade Israel. And then when the U.S. and Biden say, hey, we're gonna protect Israel, China's going to say, nuh-uh. Not without the nuh-uh. Not without the password. Nuh-uh. Not without the password.
As well. So, yeah, what you heard and what you've seen are accurate. Like I said, to Eve's question, it's just a matter of somebody saying, all right, let's implement and let's wrap it up. Let's go. But, you know.
I like getting their flatbread. I like bacon, egg, and cheese with some chipotle sauce. That's
the white hats, for whatever reason, seem to want to go on a certain path and are hesitant to come off of that path. You know, to them, there's no time frame. The only victory is, there's no victory in an accelerated time path. There's only victory in actual victory. You know,
there's no victory in accelerated time path. There's only victory in actual victory.
Getting the job done, overcoming the cabal, and getting us off, this path of destruction for humanity.
He's still in the Scranton Times lawsuit. He claims he's winning.
What happens to prisons in our new world? Well, I think prisons will still exist. I don't think there's any getting around that, but I think you're going to see a lot less crime because I don't think there will be any reason for crime anymore. Drugs will stop being a problem, so that's immediately going to take probably half the prisoner population off the table. I don't think you're going to see a lot of crime. There's not going to be.
If drugs are not a problem, I will leave this place. I need that problem in my life.
Financial distress anymore. So with no drugs and no financial distress, what kind of crime could you envision? There won't be any room for like fraud or embezzlement because the financial aspect of crime will be useless. There won't be any reason to commit a crime for financial gain.
If there's no drugs, does that include the drugs that you take for erectile dysfunction, or is it a different set of drugs? The little blue pill you got, is that a different one or the same one?
So that takes away a lot of the blue collar, crimes. So
there was supposed to be a document dropped tonight, but it looks like it's not going to be till tomorrow or something, or it's not going to be dropped at all.
I don't know.
It just says memorandum and order dated 12/18/23. Menorah SJ notified.
I don't know how they'll set it up. I don't think it'll be the same way it is now. In fact, I know it won't. It's from Teresa, 1917. Will Q streaming ever have a live person in support to fix our Q issues? In fact, there's already a hotline, which is our specific hotline that I post.
Hot Boaty Sauce just resubscribed for 7 months.
Thank you very much. A little over half a year, Hot Boaty Sauce.
In the Telegram chat, or in the Telegram announcements channel that you could call into, and it is a live person as far as I'm aware. By the way, Q has sent me everything I need to set up my channel. I have the paperwork. I just have to fill it out.
You know, Phil Side hasn't done a single deposition. He was. I'll show you his quick videos.
But I got sick and I've been busy, so it probably should have been done by now.
Oh, by the way, his Q streaming channel was supposed to be up last week, and that's why everybody needed to sign up for it, especially because the blackout's coming soon, and that's the new quantum internet. Q streaming is actually the new internet, even though they claim that that's not true. And they're setting up his channel, even though they claim that's not true. And they're going to do other content creators' channels, even though they claim that's not true. He was supposed to set it up last week. That's why everybody had to sign up real quick. But now, because he's sick, he hasn't filled out the paperwork. But last week he said it was already set up. He just had to click go live. But now he hasn't filled out the right paperwork for it.
I'm gonna make a point to do it tomorrow, and my channel will be on Q very shortly. So if you're not there yet, and on Q, please get there. It's Phil, PHIL, the letter Q, and then the word Q, CUE, Phil QQ. MyQ streaming, again CUE for Q, not the letter that time. myqstreaming.com/apply, and that will take you directly to a link where you could get discounted television, much more channels than you're viewing now, plus direct access to truther channels such as mine. Lisa Fox said the picture outside the entrance to Gitmo said, welcome to Gitmo's Q drop. Where we go, when we go, there's a man with a G1 sign, hence the question. Now that you described it in more detail, I don't believe that I had anything to do with that, no. Unless I'm forgetting something.
I don't believe it.
Here's one. Have you ever received an Oscar for a movie titled Citizen 4? No. No, I did not. That was an interesting question. I wonder why you asked me that. Are the chemtrails we see now safe or still poison? I had intel months ago, probably sometime earlier this year, or maybe late last year, that told me that the chemtrails are now safe, and there's some sort of resistance building something. I don't really know the science or the technology behind it, but I was told that the nefarious chemtrails that we saw for years have been taken out of commission. So I could check on that to see if that's still the case, but as I sit here right now, I believe that it is. Phil, what is the significance of, this is from Golf RN Savannah, I don't know. What is the significance of darnkess and not darkness? Thank you for all you do and will do. What the poster is referring to is Q-drop, a Q-drop that has the word darkness misspelled. And the significance there is something that I've never seen anyone to this day, in the years that Q-drop has been out, I've never seen anyone to this day pick up on. And I'm not about to tell you. I do know, but I'm not going to tell you.
I need you to make it up.
Learn the truth about Phil at Cold Beer Confessional at kick.com. Yeah, go learn the truth, guys.
There you go.
Go learn the truth about Phil. This guy's name is MT Gloves Black. Once. There's a guy you want to take your advice from right there. MT Gloves Black. This is from Flower Deb. You said, where'd it go? You said drugs won't be a problem going forward. How is that and why? Well, first of all, most drugs, illegal drugs, were manufactured and put in place by Big Pharma. Big Pharma is one of the worst corrupt industries the world's ever seen, and completely run by the cabal. So the goal of the cabal through Big Pharma was to keep us, you know, like they didn't want us to be able to use our wits and put two and two together, so they addicted most of the population, half the population, to drugs, whether it's prescription drugs or methamphetamines or oxycodone or whatever it may be. You know, we have a huge, huge drug problem. And then the good drugs that actually do something for you that are not dangerous, they always say, oh, well, those are gateway drugs, like weed. Weed is used for medicinal purposes mostly.
Okay.
I don't know of anyone who's ever overdosed on weed, do you? Maybe they got a little lazy, but if, you know, they smoked too much weed and they got lazy, they were
no drugs, Phil.
And the weed just made them, you know, accelerated that.
No
so
drugs,
what
Phil.
I'm talking about is the zombie-like medicated state that these drugs have put us in, both prescription drugs and illegal drugs. You think these fentanyl doses are by accident? Come on. They're not. I mean, they want to kill us. And less of us is better for them. So what I say by they won't be a problem going forward is they're going to be completely taken out. They're going to take all of the illegal drugs off, you know, the table. The manufacturing of drugs, such as cocaine and other serious drugs, will just completely disappear. It's going to be cut off at the source, and it'll never come out again. Excuse me. Here's a good question. You said Rh negative blood is special. Are we ancestors to beings from the lands beyond, like an ancestral republic? You know, I wrestled with that for a while, and the truth is I don't know the answer to that question, but I do know that what we have with that negative factor in our blood is something completely different than other human beings, and we have traits that other human beings don't have.
Remember when you said we're all from monkeys?
That you guys don't even
and if you don't believe that, then shut up. That's not what the Bible says.
Know about yet that Rh negative blood people are able to do that positive blood people are not able to do, and that'll come out when med beds start coming around too. So I don't know if it's from lands beyond. I wish I knew more about the lands beyond. I know that they exist, the lands beyond, but I don't know how to tie what society is over there, if any, to us in any kind of medical way or any kind of scientific way. But I can't wait to find out. It's things like that that make me happy that I'm only 40 years old and I hopefully still have the other half of my life in front of me, because I don't know how long it'll take to come out, but when it does, man, it's just coming. I've been dying to find out the truth about our actual history for a long, long, long time. And I learned a lot about what our actual history is, but there's still a lot that I didn't learn, and I can't wait to put all those pieces together and just see the whole picture. What I do know is this: they don't want us to know. They do not want us to know. And they have gone through incredible lengths to suppress that information from us.
Right. Depressive.
So whatever it is.
Depressive, incredible links.
Big. And I'm excited to find out. All right, guys, I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. Throat's getting a little bit scratchy. So I'm going to cut this one.
By the way, Phil, not only does Phil make this claim that pot, Phil claimed to a 15-year-old girl that the reason she shouldn't smoke pot and hang out with boys, girls in high school usually smoke for free because boys have it. Boys want to hang out with girls, right? The reason that she shouldn't be around boys and smoke a pot is because his twin brother died of a marijuana overdose. So Phil may say no one's ever overdosed on weed except for his twin brother.
It's a little short time. We got about a good hour and a half in and I answered quite a bit of questions, but I don't want to push it too much, especially after all. I don't know if you can hear my voice. I can feel it, but
I don't know why his shoulders are so curved off like that.
I don't want to push it too much, especially after the last couple days that I've had. I'm still a little raw in here. And yeah, if you guys want to learn the truth about Phil, go over to Cold Beer Confessional.
Please. Thank you for the shout out. Can somebody clip that for me? Hold on. I'll just record it. Hold on.
On here. And yeah, if you guys want to learn the truth about Phil, go over to Cold Beer Confessional. So stupid.
There we go. Got it. New commercial.
I'm going to try to do, like I said, a matinee live over the next few days. Don't know when it's going to be, but that'll be the next one. Just keep an eye on Telegram, and I will.
He said the only symptom he had from this stomach bug was he couldn't eat as much as he usually does, so he felt weak. But now he gave him a sore throat as well.
You know,
I think it's blunt force trauma to the base of his skull, the back of his throat.
Announce as soon as I know what I'm going
to meat on meat contact.
Do next. Great questions tonight. I think you guys asked some really, really good questions, and yeah, cool.
He doesn't mention negative stuff about me anymore. I think he's kind of learned his lesson.
Sponsors tonight, TackRightFill.com. Mini chainsaw available, short period of time only before it sells out again. Goldquiz.com. Goldquiz.com.
Phil's greatest boon to his thing is, if he doesn't say something directly towards me, I'm not in this fucking full autistic meltdown motivation, Down syndrome, just to piss off Michelle or whatever the fuck her name was, to fucking destroy him at that point.
401k, IRA rollovers. Get to both of those websites. Do your thing. Love you guys. See you soon.
There you go. Buy my stuff. Do your thing. Love you. I don't know anything's happening, but it is. And you can't see it yet, but it's coming. One more time here. I do have a video to share at the end here. One of you guys made.
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Anybody? Anyone? It's
Number
Chris
20.
Kelly Day!
He was being deposed. Phil's legal team, as far as I know, haven't deposed anybody at all. Zero.
Hello. Sorry about my vagueness earlier today with my Chris Kelly Day little drop. The reason why
He showed up at court in a 49ers jersey.
I called today Chris Kelly Day is because it will forever be known as Chris Kelly Day. Today, December 20th, 2023, is the day that Chris Kelly was deposed in my lawsuit versus him and the Scranton Times for defamation, slander, and libel. For those of you that don't know, I'll give you the Cliff Notes version. In February 2021, Chris Kelly, who's a journalist for the Scranton Times, which is the local and really only newspaper publication in my northeastern Pennsylvania area where I grew up and where I live. And the article basically tied my profession of being a realtor to terroristic type acts, such as the Capitol insurrection. He said that my association with the QAnon movement, which he so unintelligently calls it, has poisoned the minds of millions. So, as if those two things aren't bad enough, he also, in a matter of words, and you can read the article for yourself, but he also called me a pedophile and claims that I slept with a minor. Well, I didn't take too kindly to those accusations, and you wouldn't either if you because none of that is true. The problem Chris Kelly has is that I sued. So, a lot of his opinion now has to be backed up with fact. And today...
No, it's actually the exact opposite. Sorry, I clicked off of it. It's actually the exact opposite, right? Because Phil is a public figure, he has to prove that they did know and had a disregard for the actual truth, or they should have known. Chris Kelly doesn't have to prove shit.
That's the editor-in-chief of the Scranton Times supporting my case. You heard that correct. Chris was retained. Friends and clients and viewers. The conclusion is the guilty plea colloquy, which highlights the charges that I pled guilty to, gives the facts of the case. Yeah, I mean, it's so funny because he contradicted himself so many times in the deposition today. He was asked if he ever reviewed certain documents prior to writing the article, and he said yes. And then he was asked about one or two of those documents. He said, or my attorney asked him, does this document say at all that Phil was convicted of anything having to do with sex with a minor? Holy shit. Sorry, another phone call. He was asked if this document that you reviewed prior to writing the article had...
It says that he was convicted of charge number 7, which is changed to count number 1. And it says, to wit, Phil Godlewski did have a sexual relationship with a minor under the age of 16 years.
Anything to do with sex with a minor? And his answer was no. And the document he was referencing was the concluding document of my case called the guilty plea colloquy.
That's not there's no concluding document of your case. The whole case as a whole can be reviewed. There's no beginning document. There's no concluding document.
For those of you that don't know, a criminal case goes in the following order. Affidavit of probable cause, charges, information, conclusion, which is basically the conclusion is the guilty plea.
Wait a second. He knew one fucking legal term. Affidavit of probable cause, charges, information was one of them. Information, conclusion. That's how it goes.
Colloquy, which highlights the charges that I pled guilty to, gives the facts of the case, and finalizes the case.
Yeah, the charges you pled guilty to, which we can take that charge. You pled guilty to originally charge 7, which became count 1. We can go look up count 1. And what does count 1 say?
Chris Kelly admitted to reviewing all 4 of those documents today. And he also agreed that none of those documents ever told him that I had slept with a minor. But yet he wrote the article anyway. And when asked why he did that, he said, well, it was in my opinion that he did sleep with a minor. Fortunately for Chris.
For his opinion piece he writes for the show that clearly says opinion piece. That's weird.
The jury's not going to give a shit about your opinion when it comes to what you say about someone.
The jury's not going to give a shit about your opinion on your opinion column.
That has affected their life so much because of a major publication. My wife left me. My employer fired me.
Actually, your wife testified that she was leaving you before. Your employer loaned you a bunch of money, and I'm not even sure if you paid that back off of the bounce check. Your wife said she was leaving you before that the marriage is fucking dead, that she wanted you to stop streaming the QAnon nonsense.
I lost numerous
and lying to your followers. That was her exact testimony.
Friends and clients and viewers.
She was scared that your followers were going to figure out you were lying and show up.
That are tricked by his lies that he wrote about me. And today he contradicted himself numerous times and also doubled down on his belief by pointing and calling me a pedophile. And again.
Round of applause for Chris Kelly, everybody. He pointed at me and called me a pet. Do you see that pedophile in the courtroom today? Yeah. That goofy looking motherfucker right there.
We had all this video recorded. The deposition was recorded, so if that does end up getting released, which I'm sure it will, I could let you guys see how cocky and smug.
It doesn't have to be released. It's sent to you, your attorney, and his attorney, and you can release it of your own volition. You've already done that before when you clipped out all the good parts of that one and didn't include all the parts where you look like a fucking retard.
Arrogant this guy was, and I think I know why. I think I know why he's acting that way, and I'm fairly certain it's because the Scranton Times was just bought
untouchable
to a different group. The owners of the Times that were the owners when I filed the lawsuit are no longer the owners.
Because you haven't proven anything. Remember when you kept saying, "Wait till they see the witness list. Wait till they see the victims testifying for me." That's my ace in the hole. You keep changing what your fucking ace in the hole is. Ace in the hole, ace in the hole, ace in the, because none of it's happening.
Ownership now belongs to a different group, which is a large media group throughout many states throughout the country.
Chris Kelly probably has pretty good grounds to countersue once he wins this, once it's thrown out, and all the stuff Phil said about him.
Was retained initially by this group to continue working there, but I think Chris knows he's on the way out, and I think Chris knows that journalism as a whole and his profession, so to speak, is also on the way out.
Okay.
And I don't really think Chris cares. I don't think Chris cares about the outcome of this case. I know that Chris, when he loses and when a monetary amount gets awarded to me, which is going to be enormously high, I'm talking based on
enormously high.
The last 2 days of depositions.
You've been hanging out with Eli?
I've been doing the last 2 days, in case you guys wanted to know.
No, you've been sick the last few days, Phil. God damn it.
There were depositions yesterday of the editor-in-chief of the Scranton Times who did nothing but support my case. That's the editor-in-chief of the Scranton Times supporting my case. You heard that correctly.
Sure.
Dory testified yesterday, my ex-wife, and my father testified yesterday, which had no bearing on anything. I don't know what that was all about. My dad.
Wait. These were your depositions, or these were Hinton's deposition? Because you haven't deposed anybody. Your father testified to prove that you were never recruited by the CIA, because you used to say it was your parents. Then when they asked your mom about you being recruited by the CIA, she said she had nothing to do with it. And when they asked you, I thought your mom knew about the CIA. Oh, it was mostly my dad. You know exactly why your dad was there.
Did reference, though, me being recruited by the CIA when I was in high school, which was, I didn't think he was going to say that. It's actually the first time he's ever said that to anyone.
Sure.
He was under oath, so.
So were you, when you said you didn't work for the CIA, you were never recruited for the CIA, you never worked for a three-letter agency, and you have nothing to do with any of those. So who's right under oath, Phil?
Maybe that's why. I don't know. I haven't talked to him about it yet. But regardless, yesterday's depositions were incredibly helpful for my case. Today's deposition of Chris Kelly.
The only way his dad made up this shit is if he fucking paid him. Phil's already, there's no sense in that, right? Phil's already contradicted that. Said that he never wanted to imply that he worked for a three-letter agency. He never worked for a three-letter agency. He was never recruited by a three-letter agency. None of that. He walked all that back with his NDA shit.
I mean, we ended it early. We thought it was going to be an all-day thing, like a 6-hour, 8-hour deposition. But this guy is just such a jerk and so cocky that he thinks anything he says or believes must be accurate. And if you disagree with him on any sort of view, political view.
Are you describing yourself?
Reviewing a document, if you disagree with him in the slightest, he will stand by his presumptions and light a fire to him and anyone around him. And I don't know how this is possible, but let me tell you something. This is the first time Chris Kelly has ever been on the ropes. No one has ever backed him up against the ropes before. No one has ever backed him into a corner in regards to a lawsuit like this. He has had to testify and be under deposition before in previous cases, but he didn't do anything wrong in those cases. I looked him up. One was against.
Yeah, he walked on those as well. Same way he's going to walk on this one.
Firefighter, there were a couple other things. He ended up winning those cases. And I think he thinks past predicts future. I legitimately think he thinks that he is.
Wait, haven't you said that? Past predict. That's a slogan that you guys use.
Protected by anything, from anything. And
his followers will say, since he's under oath, he has to be telling the truth, except when it's something that goes against something he's already told them. Then they say, oh, well, you know, that's because he's a secret agent. He can't tell everybody everything. It doesn't matter if he's under oath.
His job is safe. His opinions are safe. And there's nothing he could do wrong. And there is no repercussions for anything he does. right or wrong in his mind. This is the first
His dad is the reason that your dick don't work, Phil.
time he's ever going to lose in terms of some sort of lawsuit based on what he wrote. He doesn't know how to act because of that. He's acting the same way that he's always acted in a similar situation with a similar lawsuit that he's been through in the past. So he's acting that same way. They never thought that it would get this far. They never thought I would have money to fund this. I'm $500,000 into this, guys. You guys raised something like $33,000 for me to start this lawsuit. Since then, I put over half.
Wait, you refunded all that too, remember? But you didn't.
$500,000 of my own money into it. So I'm going all the way to the finish line. I'm going all the way to the jury. They could try to settle.
Yeah, you're already deep into it, but you can still lose.
Well, the answer is going to be no. I am going this time to have a jury vindicate me.
It's not going to get that far. Then he's going to say the court's corrupt, the judge is corrupt, they were against me. I think they paid him off. I don't know.
Not because of the money. The money's going to be exorbitant, but not because of that, but because the truth needs to be told. People that look me up right now, if you don't know me, and if you've never connected with me in any way, whether it's watching my shows or meeting me in person, if you don't have that opinion about me, and you just read what's out there, there's a 50-50 chance that you'll never look at me again. And the reason why I'm pushing this so hard and why it's so important to me and I put so much time and money into this will be 3 years coming up in February, is because one main reason, the biggest reason of them all, my kids. Someday my kids, well, hopefully not, but someday my
my own money's always a weird statement with Phil because he's made it off the backs of all his followers and then basically fear mongering them into sending it to him.
Kids will read that article
through a business or whatever.
And when they do, they're going to have that same 50-50 chance. I believe it in or not. And it is
I might harass your kids every day when they become 18. I don't know.
My mission
I haven't decided yet.
to make sure that they are fully informed in making their decision on what happened. So the video will follow. I'm sure it's leaked all the time. And just want to let you guys know that today was an excellent day. And
seems genuine, right? The dodgy eyes, the fucking not being able to look straight in the camera, the emotion he can't fucking portray.
Their case just completely went up in smoke. And I just can't wait to get to a jury. I'm so excited. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you for listening to my rambling. And I'll be in touch soon.
He shares a post that says, not sure if it matters to you, but I'm extremely proud of you. Perseverance is the best and best word I can think of. I've fallen on hard times, just barely hanging on, but you giving me the confidence and strength to know this too shall pass, to hold my head high. That peace of mind is worth more than money to me. So thank you. Hey, if you could wish my son Caden a happy birthday on Telegram or your next live, it would mean the world to him. He is a faithful follower, spelled with PHs, since 2020 and turned 19 today. You're someone he aspires to be like. It's pretty amazing. Well, if you aspire to be like him, Caden, in 6 years, what you want to do is meet a 15-year-old girl and then groom her. There you go. That's step 1 and 2. You're someone he aspires to be like. It's pretty amazing. V/R Daryl Varnum. Daryl Varnum. And he feels his happy birthday, Caden. Thank you for your support. He says stock market today crashed, I guess, according to Phil. He also shares this douchebag, which we've already exposed, and says David Quigley Jr. His story is quite fascinating. If true, he should easily be able to prove it with a DNA test. He was taking a DNA test months and months and months ago when he was on ML's show. If confirmed, many, and I mean many, have been very, very deceived, including myself. I must admit the ear thing is very telling. Same earlobes. He also resembles our president JFK too. Then he forwards a video from some place called Investor Place where they're trying to get you to buy gold and crypto and says stock market crash alert. Mark your calendar for December 22nd. Again, a future stock market crash alert so he can share his goldquiz.com and philsilver.com and get some more money before he has to fucking disappear or whatever. Let me see here. Oh, thank you. Thank you for these donations. I see some more donations coming in straight through PayPal. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let me see. Here you go. A viewer made video. Oh, there's Trump's hair. Don't forget. I couldn't hold it together the second time either. Laughing bag. This is where she's saying, I'm gonna look up her asshole. idea what's going on. Stop it! Thank you. I see another donation just come through. Thank you. Okay. This is uncalled for. She sent a message with it and said there was a laughing bag toy when she was young. And you would just click it and it would laugh. Stop it! This is what she said. I'm old enough to be your mother, so this was way before your time, but back in the 70s, there's a toy called the laughing bag. Inside was just a speaker, and you push the button and it would start laughing. I think you need to bring this toy back, use your own laugh. It's definitely an infectious laugh. I laugh so hard at you laughing. So if I'm ever having a bad day, I made this little video of clips of you laughing uncontrollably. Thanks for making us laugh. Thank you very much, Laura. Appreciate it. Stop it!
That's what they
This is the woman that kept screaming, "Don't let her look at my asshole!" God, that was a wild video too. What was wrong with the? God damn, that was a wild video, guys. Fucking wild. Thank you all for donations that are coming in. We'll be back tomorrow with a Patreon show. We'll probably do all levels of Patreon and Twitch subscribers tomorrow. I got to eat some mushrooms, get to the house. It's kind of cold in here. I'll try to do a mushroom update video tomorrow. I was recording a time-lapse video, and I don't know if you guys heard, but I lost all of the time-lapse. It was like a 3-day time-lapse that was going to be 3 minutes long of the growing mushrooms, and I lost it all. The phone froze. I couldn't get it to unfreeze. I pressed the back button, and it deleted all the data. It was corrupted, so maybe I can try to get another one. We'll see. Eat some protein too, Mariah. I'm bringing home this old tube steak. Get your protein up. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for being here, donations and support. I'll see everybody again tomorrow. If you need me, hit me up, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Don't do anything that Phil would do that he claims that Chris Kelly does. Thank you guys. We'll see you on the next one.
But I can tell you this about if this douchebag happens to see this particular show, you don't have the forking balls to call out the people on this planet by name and tell them exactly who.
Where's she going to hide? She's going to hide this pickle.
Yeah, you don't have the forking balls. You don't have the balls.
Okay, Scott. Here we go. I think I started some shit. Listen off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. And they say that I'm a lunatic. Well listen bitch, I came equipped with a quick wit and a 6th sense for the stupid shit. Where my true believers? Y'all need Jesus. Praise the Lord, head to the extreme. All these false fucking prophets who profit off of gossip. Worshipping drums, cocking, begging for a throat deposit. Swinging fucking meat hammers like four in a thong. He's strapped to the shaft, beating his chest like he's King Kong. Starving for attention, I'ma make your gut burst. I'll be your huckleberry, I can quench that thirst. Baby eating lizard people, alien sex. What's next? Trump in a dress, fucking Flynn on his desk. A retard in a vest, climbing up.
Support the show while we're offline at coldbeer.fund. Consider using one of the links to either Amazon if you're shopping within 24 hours of checking out. Use our Amazon affiliate link. It's posted often. Or sign up for an Audible free trial. Completely free to you, but the stream gets paid. She made a little bit of money off that, so thank you guys. I appreciate it. Or just go to coldbeer.fund. Use any of the links there. I saw somebody donated through Cash App. Someone else donated secretly through PayPal. Thank you for those donations. They're greatly appreciated. I'll always shout you guys out. That's what funds the show and allows us to keep doing it, so thank you guys.
I found myself in orbit strapped to an F-16. High on amphetamine with Trump in between. Put on a light coat of baby oil and saluted the troops. He tapped me on the shoulder and said, "This is gonna be it." Whoa, wait. Stop. What? I'll get my files. Wait, what are you doing? Stop. Hold on. Fucking stop. Dude, come on.
Have a good night, guys. Love you. See you. Bye.
Give me a... Oh, my God. Damn it.
Here we go.